The Wild Wild West.
You guys weren't supposed to be here that fast.
Whoa, you guys are already back?
What the
Hello.
freaking heck?
We were just talking, dude. We didn't even know you guys were here.
Dude, it was crazy.
Yeah. We just looking at Lil Uzi Vert videos.
Yep. There's not fucking shit going on right now. Us podcasters can talk about.
I know.
Oh, yeah, I totally agree. That's
Stuff
crazy.
we got to weigh in on.
Well, actually, like, if you think about it my way, I'm actually
I need to
taking the
weigh in
opposite
on
view.
some things.
I know everyone said it's one way, but think about it like this.
Yeah, I'm tired of fucking weighing in on options, bro.
I don't really. There's nothing
Or
going
on
I think everyone's
situations,
giving
not
up on it,
options.
dude. I think everyone's just fucking.
I have no opinions. I'm done with opinions.
I got some pennies, but
I'm almost done with them.
I have like one opinion. Just like chill the fuck out.
Yeah.
Don't get caught up in the motherfucking bullshit. And if your life sucks, it's probably 85% your own fault. So stop, blaming other people.
Yeah.
It's pretty much it. That's all I got for anybody. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, you hate that? Well, it probably remind you of something about yourself you don't like. Sorry. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to smash my own negativity right now.
Yeah, you got to.
Dude, I'm trying to.
Led Zeppelin helped for like a week, and then I'm back to the blues, dude.
You
I'm
back to the
on-
blues?
Oh,
No.
so sad. I'm back on my blues.
Well, you were fucking.
That's because last week I
tomfoolery.
did new material, and I was excited.
You didn't
It's because I haven't been doing a lot of stand up lately.
Yeah.
That's totally what it is.
Welcome to my dude. Imagine my world. No stand up, and they just fucking kick you in front of a bunch of people, and you gotta go.
You go, I just want to rap. No,
it sucks. When you
thankfully, I'm back on my grind this
You're
week.
back on grind mode?
Yeah, I'm going to do stand up every day for the next 2 weeks.
So you did the new last week.
I did new for a little last week, and then Austin Cap City was so good, and then that was such a fun time.
Yeah.
And things were good.
Yeah.
And then I didn't really do too much new material. I kept going to the cellar and doing the same fucking jokes I always do.
Yeah, getting sick of
And it
it.
started making me feel bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's working though.
Yeah, that's why I keep doing it, because it's easy.
Yeah, I placed a hard and fast rule on myself where I didn't realize I was doing this so much where I would do stand up and be completely disconnected from what I was doing.
Yeah.
Almost every single time.
I mean,
kinda
that was the hard part about that Symphony Hall show.
Yeah.
I was totally just like
Yeah.
going through my set, just thinking about the room. Like, this is weird. That guy hates me. That guy hasn't laughed once.
I was like trying to explain that to Spud. I'm like, dude, you get to a point where like you're watching yourself tell jokes on autopilot, and then you're just thinking about other stuff while you're talking. And I'm like, it's maybe the worst feeling of just being.
It's pretty
there.
bad.
And
You got to
like,
catch yourself. You got to go, I hope this doesn't last the whole show. 'cause
shake it out.
That's going to be a bad show.
Nah, I'm not gonna. If I even feel like I enter that space anymore, I'm gonna go blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
shake myself out of it, and be like, "Oh, what's up with you guys? Are you guys talking dating or
You're
something?"
never gonna stop doing that. It happens. It still happens constantly.
Yeah, true. But I got out of it for one. I got one show of freedom that I completely got out of it, and it was so sweet.
Usually, the bad one like
So
that only
sweet.
happens once. Usually once.
Yeah,
Cap City, it didn't happen once.
yeah,
Atlanta, it happened.
yeah. That was
Hopefully
big.
this weekend.
That's stepping up to the theater.
Yeah, I got a little nervous.
that's
Whoa,
scary.
This is a big deal.
And it's
There's like a team of people backstage. Like, what do you guys want? Do you need
Man.
anything? How's everything going?
how easy is it to slide into just a negative catastrophe of just like these people have no idea. I'm a fucking
I'm a
piece
phony.
of
I'm a
shit.
fraud. I'm a fat fraud. I'm a loser. It's
This team of
crazy.
people are going to come back here and push me.
The
Once
team
they
of
figure it
people
out.
know I suck. They're not working so hard to make me happy.
Imagine all the people like laying out the deli tray and finally conspiring and just pushing you back. Fuck you, Shane. Guys, come on. I know, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, made me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I'll get used to it.
Yeah, about being uncomfy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough.
Got to do new material tonight and tomorrow. We're going to do new stuff. I'm going to bring up the shit lady. It is funny.
You have to.
The shit lady is funny.
You have to follow your instincts, dude.
I don't know how to say it without making everyone in the room sad.
That she has living with buckets of shit.
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
The shit lady's funny. The
Shit lady's funny.
The troops, our troops being the furry, the dog general's funny.
Yeah. Talk about curb appeal. I don't know.
There's something else I wanted. I forget.
Buckets of shit. Maybe a shit
Ladies that
fountain.
like-
Maybe a shit fountain.
Oh, a little shit fondue. Shit fondue. I just want to rock. Damn it. But yeah, it's also hard to do. I'm also not going to drink. I'm going to try not to like drink during these shows. It's impossible to do new material sober.
It's tough.
Going on there just like, here's something I was thinking about.
It's tough.
Yeah.
It can be done.
Of course.
I remember I quit. I told you I used to drink every time before I did stand up. And the first time I did stand up sober, I went in an all black room and wore a backwards hat and was like,
oh my God.
And just shit myself at lickety split for like 5 minutes.
That's a tough one, dude.
I mean, if you, dude, it was the funniest thing
you
in the
guys
world.
black, you guys know what I'm talking about.
Dude, it was backwards hat. I was like, well, if I'm not going to drink, what can I do to get supreme confidence? I'm like, obviously backwards hat.
Obviously.
Backwards hat. Just went in there. I was like, I don't know. Like, what are you guys thinking about fucking Pokemon? Fuck shit.
Yeah. Pokemon goes crazy right now.
Jesus Christ. I remember you get used to it.
No,
I now prefer it.
I do sober stand up constantly.
Yeah.
First set of the night. It's usually one beer in.
Dude, I stink. Once I have 3 beers, I stink.
Ooh, that's when I turn on the jets and I go, maybe I will try some new stuff.
That is
Maybe
nice.
I will sell it because I'm having fun.
No, that's true. That's true.
We'll figure it out. Alcohol is probably not the best crutch for stand up, but yeah, maybe it is.
Yeah, well, it's all for me. I think it fucks me
the
up.
Ultimate.
I need to be totally sensitive because if I get like alcohol gives me a very bad level of confidence where I'll start going like, I'm fucking sucking. I'm stinking.
Oh yeah,
I'm stinking, and then I get off and I go, what do people want from me?
Yeah, that's not bad, dude. No, that's not bad.
It's bad.
No,
maybe I don't know. I'd have to see it. I've never seen a tape of me before, but I can.
I don't want to do that.
What?
I don't want to look into the mirror. I was talking to Rogies about it. He was like, "Yeah, I record every set, watch every set." He's like, "It's hard. You got to do it." I'm like, "I'm literally never gonna do it."
Although
I'm never gonna do it.
I watched a recording of Cincinnati of myself, and I was dreading it. And I was watching it, being like, "Wow, it's kind of fun."
First time I got a copy of my special was like the first time I really watched it, and I watched it by myself, and I was like, "Holy
you need someone
shit,
there.
This sucks."
You need someone there.
I watched it with someone, and they were laughing. And I was like, I was like, "This part's really good, isn't it?"
You need someone there. Yeah, that's the ultimate. Dude, imagine people are always like, I hate hearing my own voice. It's like, try your own image and likeness, bro.
Try seeing yourself
your voice.
desperately trying to make people laugh, then them not laughing and you going, I know that joke works, dude. This crowd just sucks.
Yeah, it stinks.
Yeah, I just haven't been doing stand-up enough.
I heard that.
That's where I derive, all of my self-worth.
Yeah, from stand-up.
Mm-hmm. Took the weekend off, basically. Yeah.
And then
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
It all collapsed.
Thursday through Monday.
Your mental house of cards collapsed.
Yeah. I mean, I need it.
I know.
Otherwise, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Tonight will be great.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah.
The new.
Drop some new on them.
Start a microdosing regimen. I'm not trying to say like do,
no.
Like it's gonna be a solution. Bro, I'm telling you. Subperceptual. I just started it recently. It couldn't have come on a better time.
I just need to write a joke.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It'll snap you.
Oh, you're saying if I get some mushrooms in my system.
You're not fucked up. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Everyone, I feel like a lot of people take a little bit too much. You don't even notice physical effects of it. You're just like today I was checking out when I stopped to the rest stop, and it's like it's just you're not high, but there'll be little ideas you've like thought about doing, and you'll just execute them without even thinking. Like I always wanted to do for the credit card, like when you sign now with your finger, I just do smiley face now, and I've been thinking about doing it forever. And today I just went
finally did it,
hit her with a smiley face, took off, and the lady went,
"That's demon time." That's demon time, dude.
Where that shit that you can write anything, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
you can literally write fuck.
I just scribble my
but if people accept the scribble, but if you hit them with like a penis, would be nice, dude. Who?
The bees?
He has a penis.
Beezerini. I was with the Beezerini this weekend.
The sweet Saint Beezerini?
Sweet Beezerini. And Kyla's wiling on me in the during the Louis show.
Really?
She got after me.
Why?
I shushed her.
Yeah. You guys haven't fought in a while.
Yeah.
Need a nice battle.
Fight.
Nice battle.
Yeah. She's like, yeah, for real, fuck you. And I was like, fuck you, Kyla. We were fine. I was like, dude, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you upset.
Brittany gets loud at the show and I have to go,
please stop. But I did it friendly. I was like, come on, yo.
Yeah.
I said it's smiling. It was a smiling shush. It wasn't a
that's good.
It was a smiling, like, I know it's funny.
Yeah.
There's people that keep turning around.
Yeah, take it down. Take it down a notch.
Yeah,
no, dude, I got a full, I'm telling you, I know you're, well, I don't say you're flat out against it, dude, just a tiny little microdose, dude. Just a tiny microdose.
All right.
Just try it.
I'll get my hands on it.
Just teeny microdose, dude. Throw it into the Bunsen burner and fucking.
Break out the lab coat. Give it a shot.
Dude, I'm telling you, it came for me. It was a good time. It was good timing because I would do it and I would take just a little bit too much and be like, I feel like kind of druggy and weird. It didn't really work for me.
Yeah.
But dude, I didn't realize. So I started doing them again, and dude, it's just the little. I get like the little joys of life. It just tweaks them up a little bit. I'll be driving up here, just fucking like,
shit's good.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah. For some reason, I had a mental disconnect between like myself and my life, and I'd always just be like, yeah, we'll see. So weird.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking idiot. I don't know what I want to do. It's just weird stuff. It just kind of was like, just smashed it. I had a fucked up thing yesterday where I was walking my dogs, and again, I do 3 days on, 2 days off. So the last week I did 3 days, just teeny little pinch, great, nothing crazy. It's not like, it's not making your life like easy, problemless. It's just the smallest of boosts. It's nice. But then I'm walking my dogs. I go, that was nice last week. Let me do a little
double pinch,
little, a little bit of a gobbler.
Yeah.
So I gobble. I put it in. I make a really nice tea and everything. So I put a little too much in the tea. I'm walking my dogs, and I couldn't. I was reading this thing the night before by this lady, and she was talking about how consensus reality is just built upon the impressions of your sense organs. Everyone talks about it's objective reality. It's like, yeah, but like if our eyeballs happen to, read light vibrations differently, we could like see sounds and hear color, all that shit, where like if you tweak your sensory organs, the picture of reality completely breaks down.
But if its and butts were candy and nuts, we'd all have a lovely Christmas.
True.
You know what I mean? So whatever she's talking about is crap.
But she's saying different people.
What if we could see sound? Like, great point.
But her thing is there's different animals that do it, and there's a range. It's like everyone, we screen out stuff where there's stuff we're not seeing.
Yeah.
All of us, our whole idea is just screening out a ton of stuff and forming a picture. So there's probably people, there's a continuum of that, and there's people who could probably screen out less than others, people who screen out more than others.
Yeah.
So she was like, hey, you're discounting people, but your sense of what is determined by your sense organs, where someone could have screen out slightly less, see things that you don't really see, and you're calling that person a nut, when in reality, it's just like you're just going by like your eyeballs being like blah, 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 and pulling in a bunch of weird stuff.
Yeah, certainly.
That was her argument. I was like, that's a pretty cool argument.
I don't even think that's an argument. I think that's true.
Yeah, but she was saying a lot of people, there'll be a lot of times when she was talking about, people will come up with stuff like, dude, I saw this, or and they're like, you're fucking nuts. And it's just like, that's not logical. And it's like, well, maybe your sense organs screened it out. Sorry that my sense organs incorporated it. Don't fucking burn me at the stake, basically.
Yeah.
So that was her whole point. And I was like, kind of cool. Cool thing to be.
I think it's totally.
Yeah. I think
it's so true that it goes without saying.
You would think so, but if Sam Harris is in here right now, he'd be like, well, the thing about sense organs, I'm a neuroscientist, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I'd like to punch him in the belly, see if he sensed that.
It was just cool. The old lady was saying was like, the world's set up in a way where it could be, if the world's dependent on your sense organs, then you really are never in touch with objective reality, because it could be, the world could just be like a total sway apart. Like, what's real? The world of particles or the world of human beings sense, experience?
Yeah.
What's true? Basically, that was the whole point. I was like, fuck yeah. Thank you, lady. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like, maybe cells are real, dude. Maybe cells are the real deal. Maybe we're the fucking frauds. I don't know. That's what I was trying to figure out. But the whole point was I took too much of a microdose.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
And I started bugging out about being like, dude, what if my sense organs fail and let everything in? And it was just like, and when you take them, sometimes you forget. And like, the thing that bugs people out is the onset. If you take too much, the onset can be kind of sudden, and you're walking your dogs, normal stuff.
Yeah, you gave me some of those before.
Yeah.
Of course, I got greedy. I took 2. I was driving back from Philly after the podcast, like, oh, fuck, I'm high as shit, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Everyone does that. But if you're like, dude, I have a little spoon, and I spoon out like basically a key bump of them, and I dump them in my hot liquid. And I swear to God, that's the true microdose.
Yeah.
But dude, when you gobble the fucking capsules, it gets weird.
You give me capsules, I'm gonna gobble some capsules.
I know, that's why you gotta have. Well, the powder's kind of dangerous too, because I can dig into the sugar bowl. It's pretty tight. It's so fun just to fucking make my ginger tea in the morning.
Someone who isn't me blessed me with some capsules at your fiesta.
Oh, dude.
And they're burning a hole in my pocket. I gotta get rid of these things.
I heard someone, I won't mention who, but I heard someone went freak bowl on you too.
Someone went full freak bowl, dude. We were inside. I was like, I'm gonna go step outside. It's a little warm in here. Go outside. This dude, somebody who isn't me starts hitting, not him, not somebody else who isn't me, started just telling me about like fucking. Just out of nowhere, just hit me with like wild fuck
it had
stories.
to do with the capsules. Because the cat, they were talking about sticking the capsules up
told
their
me
butt.
to shove them up his ass. I was like, nah. He was like, you ever shove those up your ass? I was like, no.
They're Molly capsules.
Yeah, I was like,
for full
no.
context, they're Molly capsules. Someone who isn't me or Shane, give Shane some Molly here on some just like cool dude shit. Like, yo, here, you can have these, keep them, no big deal. They're really good. And then a freak bowl came up and was like, you ever stick those up your ass?
Freak bowl came out and was just harsh to the vibes, dude. I mean, it was funny. It was
it's the funny.
Nothing but friendship.
I've been laughing. I've heard about this secondhand. I've been laughing all week.
Never would have expected
about
it.
going full freak bowl.
He went, dude, nasty gal. Hit me with the monkey business. He was telling me, he was like, people fucking, like women jerking him off with a clear fleshlight, and he was laying there. I was like, ew. What are you talking about, dude?
Oh, that was making me laugh just hearing about that.
And I got jammed. I got stuck in the convo. I literally just walked outside. I got hit with it immediately. I couldn't be like, all right, that's enough fresh air. I had to like sit there and listen to Freak Bowl.
Freak Bowl, dude.
Pure mind Freak Bowl, dude. He fucked me up, actually. I forgot all about that. At least assuming guy, you'd have never expected this out of him.
It's a Freak Bowl, bro. I can't stop laughing at Freak Bowl. Dude, Freak Bowling people is so nice. Just taking the combo totally sexual.
It was a very
totally
nice gift.
deviant.
And it was like, here, you mentioned something and the inboxes got flooded. Thank you for doing that. Here's this gift. And the guy was like, you ever shove those up your ass? One time I was fucking these girls and they were jacking me off with a clear fleshlight. Thank God there was a Sybian. I wouldn't have been able to please all four of them. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? That was demon time, dude. That was just, I just want to rap.
Best, dude. That is I heard that. I was so delighted. Just be like,
it was pretty fun.
Because the swim was like he went full Freak Bowl. That killed me.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was extremely funny.
Oh goddamn, that was funny.
I was like, well, I'm gonna head back into the party now.
I'm gonna head back into the bright lights.
I'm gonna go head back in there with the bright lights and children.
But yeah, dude. So I pig. A little mini pig. And then I thinking about my sense organs just completely breaking down and being like, oh my God, dude, what if like reality is this whole different thing and you get full access to it and it's just like blah, a bunch of and I stop and I go, oh God, dude, I know I took too much because that's what happens.
Yeah, it's a high
You're
thought.
thinking about something and then all of a sudden it goes like your thoughts start speeding up and it gets like so weird that you're like, the fuck's going on?
I normally don't think like this.
Yeah, I typically do, but it kicks it up a notch.
It hit me anytime you would give me weed.
Yeah,
I'd forget.
The moment you're just
eat some gummies and then you're sitting there and you start having like a weird. You're like, I don't think like this. Oh yeah, Matt cooked weed and gave it to me, and I'm sitting here playing Xbox, thinking about death.
That is the best. I don't think like this.
Yeah, this is not how I think normally.
Dude, yeah.
This is not my beautiful wife.
Dude, and I'm sitting there and I go, what the fuck? But the cool thing was, I will say, even though I pigged, all of a sudden it's like it literally peeled the curtain on my negative thinking. Because it's no big deal. I'm thinking about my sense organs failing and all, maybe there's like clear jellyfish monsters that float around that we can't see. Who cares or whatever. It's no big deal. But like, I'm sitting there, I think about that and I go, right away, it's just like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? You fucking can't do it. It's just dude, the negative thinking that goes on almost subconsciously in me. I didn't realize it was so prevalent. Yeah. And it had been spreading. I didn't know this. And all of a sudden I go, Jesus Christ, what a negative fucking Nancy I am all the time. And again, it's like, I'm a pretty positive, outwardly positive person, but there's a good 20% of me that was just running, dude. Matrix numbers all the time. I'm just like, the fuck? You can't do this. you're going to get in trouble.
Yeah.
You're going to get in trouble. And I'm like, no, I don't get in fucking trouble. And that's where the anxiety comes. I didn't realize. I'm like, I thought the anxiety was the thing in itself. It's coming up from the negative thinking, dude.
Yeah.
And I was walking my dogs going, whoa, what the fuck? I got to get rid of those negative things. And I just ignored. I was able to go, we're walking. No, I'm ignoring all this negative stuff. It was pretty powerful.
That is nice.
It was huge. And I went, oh my God, the whole time I thought it was the anxiety. It's the negative thinking that's the enemy. That's it. I went, aha. Aha. Eureka.
You've done it again, Matt.
I figured it out. Dude, it was literally, I just went.
You stiff arm the negative thoughts constantly.
Literally did. This time I got away from them.
I'm getting hit sticked by them.
You can, dude.
I'm getting fucking my legs taken out, dude.
Well, here's the thing with the negative thoughts. It's a lot of times, if I thought I was like, I'm crushing negativity, but it's a lot of what I was doing was hiding behind defense mechanisms. You think, oh, I'm positive Joe, blah, blah, blah. I'm hiding behind defense mechanisms.
Yeah.
So you got to smash those. And then you go, here's all the negative stuff. Ah!
Yeah.
Started to get me. And I just went, boys, I'll be taking my walk.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
They hit me. I pop up though. I go, good hit.
Yeah, good hit, boys.
Good stick there, dude. Good stick, 98. And then I pop up, get up, get back in the huddle, say, give me the ball again, dude. I'm drinking 20 beers again. All right, nice stick, baby.
That's your Gatorade.
Nice stick.
Yeah, I get you. Oh, you wake up and you go, ugh.
Yeah.
Hut. As soon as you wake up, what to do? Hut.
Bargatze has a joke in his new special that was making me laugh about because he does stand up, so his hours are crazy.
Yeah.
Like he goes to sleep late and wakes up at like 11, and he's like, I have a lot of friends that wake up early, and they're like, I get to like ease into my day. He's like, every day I wake up, everyone's like, here's what's going on. The day already started. Go. Like you wake up to like 40 texts. Like,
that sucks.
Pretty fun.
That is very
Made
funny.
me laugh. Nate Bargatze, new special on Amazon.
Very funny, bro.
One of the best.
Literally, he's very funny. Remember, I met him before I really saw his stand-up.
Yeah.
So I met him with you.
Yeah.
And I was like, I've heard of this guy a million times. Let me check out his stuff. And I went, man, this guy's fucking funny.
That guy is pretty good.
Very funny.
Yeah.
Very funny, bro. He's a master of the craft.
He's a master of the craft.
Really is. He's funny.
He's devoted to it.
He is the man, the mayon.
Yeah, I don't like to see people devoted to it.
Yeah. It's like, what the hell are you
like
up to?
sacrificing everything else and working hard for it?
Yeah, what the heck,
I
man?
don't like that.
Take it easy.
Yeah, why don't you slow down? Save something for the rest of us, Nate.
Yeah, take it easy.
Fucking hot dog.
Dude, did I tell you about my life or death news?
Working hard, writing. Fuck you, dude. Get some Bannerlord, play it for 12 hours. Complain you don't have new material like the rest of us.
Dude, did I tell you about? I finally went to the doctors, dude.
Yes.
Confronted by dude. It was. I've never been more disheartened at the medical system.
I could have told you that was.
It fucking stinks, dude.
You went in and said something's different about me.
I went mind freak.
You said I'm a mind freak, and they were like, "Sir, this is weird."
Dude, literally, I
what
went in.
What you're doing is weird.
Well, no, I did. Well, I didn't get to do the scan. The scan actually is coming up in a couple days, so I get to mind freak the scan.
Then you'll be fine.
This was just the fucking talk. So I sit down, I tell the lady what's going on. I'm like, yeah, dude, like every now and again when I get really stressed, it'll just like, I'll get a weird smell and then it's like an intense, like an anxiety, but it's like 5 seconds of like a weird smell, anxiety reaction, and then it just goes away. I was like, I think they're temporal lobe seizures, but I that's the only thing that's they're coming up. She's like, yeah, that seems pretty consistent and it could be that, but we don't really know. And it was just like we're talking and she was just like, you should probably go on a medication. And I was like, so what?
Yeah.
I'm like, what's this medication you're talking? And she was, it's like called Lamictal or something. So right away I go, hold the phone. I'm like, what is that? And she was like, it's just a medication. I'm like, what's it for? She's like, it's an anticonvulsant. And I'm like, but do we really know that this is the deal? She's like, well, we don't really know, but like, she said everyone can get a seizure, but everyone's seizure threshold can go high or low depending on the person and like what's going on. So technically everyone can seize, but when you're when you're epileptic, your seizure threshold's lower. And what causes seizures apparently is like fear and stress. Kind of fucked up. And like 110 fevers. So if your body gets stressed, you can just go and just fucking freak out. But it is kind of a mind game. And I was telling her, I'm like, yo, I don't understand. Like these things are like as mild as things get. And I don't want to go on medication for this. Because I was like, what happens is if I don't smoke way too much weed or drink way too much coffee, it almost just never happens. And she was like, yeah, but you should probably go on this stuff. Dude, I looked it up. It's like a bipolar medication. It's bipolar anticonvulsant. And she was like trying to throw it to me like it was nothing.
Yeah.
You think she's tricking me, dude?
I think you came in, you were like, I got to figure it out. And they were like, all right.
I did it.
This is a schizophrenic bipolar man.
No, they give it to everyone with seizures. You get Lamictal. You get Lamictal. And that, for sure.
I don't
was
think
like,
that's what happened.
Are you tricking me? I thought she was tricking me.
Trying to trick you.
Are you tricking me? But dude, I think she was trying to Kanye me, dude.
Yeah.
I was going, what the hell? I had to go into hiding, dude.
Yeah.
Did you couldn't find me the last 2 days.
No, I haven't heard from you.
No, I was actually texting you. Didn't. You couldn't even find me if you tried. You couldn't find me, dude. I had to go in hiding because they tried to put me down, dude.
They did try to get you. They knew you were on stuff.
Well, there's a thing. So I'm talking to her and I'm like, okay. So she was like, well, we don't really know, but like, you should just take these anyway. And I went, okay. I was like, but when I did the ketogenic diet, it didn't happen at all. I was like, I quit coffee, super cut back on the weed, did ketosis, and it didn't happen once. And she was like, yeah, but that's more of like an adjunct therapy. I'm like, well, I'm telling you it worked. And she was like, and the lady was nice enough to be, I'm not like trashing her, but she was like, I was like, what about, I know they give kids like CBD that has seizures. She's like, yeah, but that's for like the worst cases of imaginable. And I go, well, why wouldn't it work for the least cases? And she goes, Lamictal is the one we do.
CBD?
Yes, dude. It's a powerful anticonvulsant.
Oh, wow.
They use it for like and it's pure CBD because that's the thing. THC works as an anticonvulsant for some people, but for like 10% of the population, lowers the seizure threshold. So does fucking Zyrtec apparently. Dude, I never got these till I went on Zyrtec, by the way. That's the fucked up part. And I was reading studies about, they're saying there's a lot of low-grade seizures that are coming that they believe are coming from allergy medication. But the thing is, there's different things that lower the seizure. I've never not slept as much as I have in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
So not sleeping does it. Stress does it. It's a weird mind-body thing. But this is the weirdest part of the whole thing is like the go-to after just a face-to-face talking, no brain scan. I mean, they did have like a thing in my brain and it's fine. But they were like, they didn't get to see the electrical activity because it's like, is it a structural abnormality? I passed. Structure of the brain, obviously, sound as could be. No one's questioning that. Then there's the electrical activity of the brain. That's the next piece. It's like, do you have electrical problems?
You're grounded too much.
Maybe, or maybe not enough. I
too
told
much,
you I had
dude.
electricity. Dude, when I went to Australia, my heart fucking skipped beats for 7 days. I got a wacky electricity in
I
my
didn't
body.
disagree with that.
I know you didn't. Don't say you disagree with anything.
I didn't disagree
I feel
with
like you've
that.
been very defensive this entire time.
No.
I'm kidding. So, dude, so we're going to check that out. But, dude, without even seeing that, she was like, oh, just take Lamictal. Dude, I'm like, what's the side effects? She goes, well, 10% of people get a rash that if you don't go to the hospital right away, it can be fatal. And I'm like,
Well, then no.
what the fuck, lady? That's like the bad. Then there's, I guarantee it would turn you just into kind of like,
Yeah, it'd be catatonic.
yeah. And I'm like, lady, I can't afford to be catatonic.
Yeah.
I'd love to be catatonic. I'd love to join the brain dead masses and just fucking cut myself off from the pain of the human condition with the fucking modern pharma. But I refused, dude. I was like, no.
Yeah.
She's like, well, you could seize up on a car and crash. And I said, so be it, lady.
Yeah.
So fucking be
It's
it.
my time.
I'm not playing these games with you.
Yeah.
I seize up while driving. My whole family falls into the Schuylkill. That's our fate.
That's our fate.
I'm not going on Lamictal, dude.
That's funny because one of the it says you're not allowed to drive when you take Lamictal.
Shit. This lady's trying to get me. She's trying to stop me,
She was
dude.
trying to
About
kill
the
you.
paper. She's
Full
trying to
stop.
get
She's trying to
the
stop
Yeah.
me.
Who do you think sent her? Probably a true crime podcast. They saw that we passed them.
You gotta stop him. Yeah, it was pretty nuts to be like, she's like, I respect your decision, but I'm gonna keep following up and make sure you think about this.
That's
And I'm
nice
like,
of her, though.
she was being nice, dude, very nice. But I'm telling you, man, when I rarely go to the doctor, and when you do, it's just like a lady kind of like up speaking,
selling you some pills.
up speaking, and being like, yeah, I respect your like the fact that you don't want to take these things. But I'd advise you maybe should consider our stance is that you should take it, and it's like, why? You're like, you've not sold me on this at all.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm in ketosis, dude. I figured it out, and they're all pissed off, and they want me to go on bipolar medication for bullshit, barely seizures that I got from fucking Zyrtec.
Yeah.
It's like, get out of my fucking face with this
Well,
shit.
wait till they see the electrodes. Once they see the electric charge in your brain, they're gonna.
Do you think they're gonna fly out of their stools?
I think something weird could happen.
True.
Something very odd could happen.
Well, that's what I told her. I have an irregular
They're
heartbeat.
gonna send you down to Hopkins for further studies.
Do you think so?
Definitely, or MIT,
Hopkins preferable. That's where they got those mushies.
or Area 51, dude.
What do you think they'll
They
put
might
me
go.
51?
Wait a second, this guy's not even from here.
Mom, Dad, where'd you find me? Like, you were in a cornfield. We found you.
You're a meteorite. It crashed. We knew you were gonna have funny ideas. You're from a planet of guys with funny ideas.
What's my power? Like, you're from the planet with the smallest penises in the universe. I'm like, I knew there was something special about me.
I had to smash a fucking mouse this week.
What?
Made me
You had to
sad.
take life?
Yeah, I had to take his life.
Where'd you catch him?
He got his leg
If
got
you don't mind me
caught.
asking,
His
where'd you
leg
catch
got
him?
caught in a trap in the kitchen.
Oh.
And he was hollering.
Almost
and
escaped.
I tried to ignore him. I was hoping it was I was hoping it got his neck and he was just letting out some last gasp.
What a
So
wretched
sad,
thought.
dude.
What a wretched thought.
What?
I mean, you were sparing his life.
I was hoping it broke
It's just
his neck
funny
and
to
he
be
was
gaming and be like, I hope that thing fucking crushes larynx.
I hope
Not
he's
his
dead.
leg. I hope he's fucking dead.
Yeah, no, I was
You were
laying
hoping it was
here-
a death rattle.
We were watching Pan's Labyrinth, me and my woman.
Oh,
It's a nice one.
that's a great movie.
And no, I had to get up and smash it with a shoe.
Why didn't she do it?
She was screaming.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
She doesn't respond well to rodents. It's pretty fucking insane, dude. Anytime. And they're here.
Yeah.
They live with us. They are nice.
Yeah, my mom used to freak about rodents. I told you I'd have to let them outside. I didn't realize if you let them right outside, they come right back in your house.
Yeah.
I used to catch mice with like my hands when I was little. I was like, Mom, what's the fucking big deal? And I trap it in the corner of the
Yeah.
bathroom, pick it up, and just bring it outside and let it right next to my house, and I guess it would come right back.
Definitely
in.
come right back inside.
Yeah, I thought mice. I didn't know they were like disease ridden. I used to pick them up and be like, these things are awesome.
I don't even think that many of them are.
I think they're fine, honestly.
Yeah.
Apparently, rodents can't get rabies. That's one less thing
That's
you gotta
nice.
worry about. Yeah.
Yeah,
One
this
less thing you gotta
guy,
worry about.
it was just his back leg. And when I walked in the kitchen, he tried to run. It
How'd
was
you
kind
do
of
it?
sad.
How'd you do it? How'd you stop
I
him?
threw a dish towel over him and just went.
Oh
Yeah.
my god! Shoe
Yeah.
with a shoe?
With a shoe.
Those?
Some other big boys like that.
Oh!
I had to do it. He was a little guy too. He was very cute.
Oh man!
And I was like, "You did this." I told my girlfriend. I said, "I didn't want to do this to him.
yeah.
You caused that little guy to suffer. Why?
Why?
'Cause he's eating bread we don't even eat."
For what?
Yeah,
You could have taught us how to cook.
he could have. He could have read it too. He'd maybe teach you how to. Yeah,
Damn.
I wasn't
dude.
happy about it. He was a little tiny gray guy, and he was trying
Oh man.
his best to escape.
Yeah. I mean, I will
It's all right,
say
though.
my mom had a point because when we were little, we got mouse droppings in the silverware drawer. That was time. That was DEF CON.
Yep,
The time had come.
That's
It's
where
like,
we're
all right,
at.
Let's kill these
I've
motherfuckers.
had a couple in there.
You've had
got
them
an
in there?
exterminator. Things have. I haven't seen one in a while.
Yeah, they'll get them.
They're out though. The boys are out. Well, the poison was last week.
Yeah.
Had to poison the boys, which also makes me sad.
Yeah, that's
It's a tough way to go. Bellyache for the fellas.
the fatal belly.
Cute little guys.
Oh, they bring their little mouse children back. Like, look, a delicious morsel.
Nice.
This is the best thing we've ever eaten.
Yes.
The baby goes, "Are you sure, mommy?"
And they go, the
Are you sure, Mommy
The big
Mouse?
one's eating again. We can go where he was sitting and find food all over the place once he goes to sleep.
They probably worship you,
Definitely.
and then you fucking. I mean, wrathful
It was
God.
God.
Kind of sick. Yeah. Very
I'd
Aztec.
smack him with a shoe.
Ugh.
Yeah.
You weren't supposed to go in that drawer.
Sorry, bud. There's blood everywhere.
Got the blood out.
Yeah. I smashed him pretty good.
You smeared across your face.
Yes. Yeah. You got to taste the blood. It was your first kill. That was my first kill in a while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah, I haven't killed shit.
Yeah, you know what? What have I killed in a while? I mean, I'm getting some bugs. Obviously, no problem.
Bugs.
Ain't no
I
thing.
even let some of the bugs go. I let most of the bugs go.
Depends. The flies. I let the flies out of my house.
I feel bad killing bugs. I go, I didn't need to do that.
A
The guy
roach-
was just right there.
Roaches. I'm like,
Roach,
get the
you
fuck
gotta-
out.
you
We had
absolutely
roaches
have
coming
to
out of our
kill.
outlets a couple years ago.
Yeah.
That shit was nasty, dude.
Yeah.
That was war. That was war on the bugs. I was like, fuck these guys. This is gross.
Yeah.
Just they'd scatter across the countertop and they go right back. They're the little roaches.
Yeah.
You see their antennas sticking out of the outlet, and you'd be like, "You nasty little motherfuckers, bro." It was nonstop bullshit for me for like 3 weeks. I had to take the outlets off, open them up, spray shit. I finally got a
Wow.
professional exterminator, and they crushed them immediately. They put this gel all over the place, and dude, it fucking wiped them out.
What, they munched the gel?
Yeah, because they munched the gel. Same thing. Bring it back to the BBs, and it's just like their balls exploded. I don't know what happened, but they fucks them up. But yeah, with row homes, you can get a roaches 2 houses down. They'll go through the walls. They'll come get you.
Yeah.
And it's like
it's because these boys downstairs are leaving a lot of grub outside. We have a little bit of a poo eater
a couple doors down, dude.
Yeah.
We have a bit of a poo eater situation.
Really?
Yes, dude. It's
I think I got a poo eater downstairs.
Yeah, we got a poo eater. Really?
Yeah.
We got poo eaters a couple doors down. And
not
it's
a full poo eater, but Kiss Man can get there.
Oh.
If I didn't have my lady here, this would be poo eater central.
Did you think? No, dude. This guy's
she's
the
been
real
gone
deal.
for a day, and there's more shit out.
This guy's the real deal. He's like what? But like his water will get turned off. Buckets of water outside. No, like you watch him go into his house, and he's like shuffling. It's like you can't get in there, bro. It's fucked up.
You should call the orders on him. They'll bulldoze
if I
his
see a
house
poo bucket, I might get the house bulldozed.
Yeah.
That'd be so brutal.
I mean, that's what happened to the poop lady. I think that was her neighbors.
Yeah.
Which
his backyard is a mosquito breeding ground too. Dude.
That pisses me off.
Their water buckets are out there.
That's why we need bats. You gotta listen to the bat guy,
bro. I've been telling Brittany I want to put a bat house in my backyard. She's like, "You smell like bat poop, guano."
Get a bat house.
I said, "Excuse me, actually, it's guano."
I didn't even know there were fucking bat houses.
Yeah, dude, you put them up
bat house,
real
dude.
high. You put them up super high.
Get it up on your fucking patio up there. That'd be awesome.
She would fucking spaz, dude.
Don't even tell her. She won't even know what the fuck it is.
They do shit big time. It would stink like bad shit. But.
Hose it off.
Maybe put one over another dude's yard.
Yeah, get a bat house. He
doesn't care about his yard, but a bat house back there. Says, buddy, it's this, or I run down your fucking house with a bulldozer.
Yeah.
Legally.
On TV.
I exercise my
I call
legal
TLC,
right.
and me and the city and a reality show evict you and bulldoze your house. Because you've been eating soup, laying on piles of shit.
Did they only ever do that? I mean, I don't know.
That's the only one I ever saw that they
I don't think it's racial, but they only ever bulldoze white people's houses. I'd imagine they go, what do we got? No, that's a fucking nightmare. No,
yeah.
Let's chill on that one.
Probably.
You know what I mean?
Although back original hoarders, they
didn't care.
They didn't care. Nowadays, yes.
Yeah, they're probably
go, well, let's salvage this house.
Yeah, true.
Big fat white lady eating soup and shit.
Kill her.
For real.
Yeah.
No, that's pretty harsh, but dude. Yeah.
Nobody cares.
No one cares.
Truly nobody cares. They can't even run with it. There can't be some sort of like cool narrative. It's just, lady.
We tried with you.
Bulldoze.
You were shit in a bucket.
Yeah.
We're going to put one of those No Country for Old Men fucking air guns to your forehead. Call it a day. You blew it. You had one chance at life and you blew it. You ended up laying on trash, eating soup.
I was thinking about that when I was in a neuro appointment. I saw this lady who was sitting with her son. It was an older lady. She's probably in her 50s, maybe 60s. Had a teenage son, fully like just in the wheelchair, a breathing tube, and I was like, Jesus Christ, dude. Just the like I was like blown away by this lady's like ability to just sit there calmly. I'm like, that must just be like torture.
What do you mean?
Of just like having a vegetable, like a nearly vegetable kid, and just the daily maintenance of like taking, and the kid's like, the kid was sentient enough to be like looking around talking, but just is like fucked up enough where it's like
really
tubes. Hard. And I was like, dude, and it sounds dramatic, but I was like, I'm more impressed by that than like someone being a president at this point in my life of like Twitter, like, oh yeah,
it's like sainthood.
Nobody's nobody's thanking. We're talking about bulldozing houses. Like nobody's thanking the lady. People kind of like and like kind of like recoil at some level, and you're just there every day, just fucking doing this shit,
doing the Lord's work, dude.
Nobody fucking cares. Nobody wants to hear about it. And I was just like looking at this lady, like, oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
What if I was just like, this is the most amazing thing.
Yeah.
I was going to cry. I was in the office just going like, your little kid's 15 years into it and you're just still doing all the daily activities of care and all the appointments. Yeah. And I was like, oh, you're the real fucking hero, lady.
They really are.
What am I even doing here with my stupid brain ticks? Who cares? Who fucking cares? I'm a pussy.
Then you were like, no, mine's real.
I mean, the lady did try to put me on Lamegdal.
You probably should have. You could have healed the boy.
I should have. Yeah, but I was like, dude, truly nobody cares about that lady's situation. If anything, people try to like, I can't come, try to avoid it because it makes them uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you have some fucking guy with Alzheimer's getting tweeted at like, he's the hero. It's like, come on, dude. No, he's fucking not.
Who's the guy with Alzheimer's? Alzheimer's.
I'm not even going to say his name, dude.
Joe Biden?
4-6.
Are you talking
dude.
about the president?
I'm talking about 4-6. I'm not even saying his name. Can you
Yeah.
imagine if we were such pussies about it? Like, I'm not even going to say his name.
It's not my president.
People even said Barack Obama's name. People hated him because he was black.
Yeah. They added a name. They tossed it. They made sure that
Barack Hussein.
they tossed that middle name as often as
did.
possible.
They did.
That
Yeah,
was
dude.
yeah.
People hated him because he was black, and at least they
Yeah.
had the decency to say his name.
Yeah.
I worked for so many people when I.
It's not because he's black. They say that every time.
It was, dude.
I don't hate him because he's black.
I knew it, dude. The day he got elected, I was
Yeah.
watching fucking like plumbers like kick shit on the job site, being like, "You can believe it? This is ridiculous." Just because it was a black guy, they were
Yeah.
furious. That was very funny for me because
was funny.
I genuinely was excited that we had a black president just because I was like, cool.
Yeah.
Let's mix it up a little bit. This should be cool. Never had it. I'm a big guy. I'm a first. I'm like, cool.
You like the first.
Yeah, it's like black guy president. This should be interesting.
Yeah.
Now
See if it-
finally,
See if it slows down on some of the belly aching. Fingers crossed. Nope. Amplified it. Fuck. JK.
I was sweeping floors in like a half-built house, just being like, I don't know. I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's a black guy. Let's mix it up. And you see these plumbers coming in like, dude, that's what you think. That's the first one. Anything, you trust me, dude. You don't have
Yeah.
any idea what you're a kid. You don't know. Just some 42-year-old
Yeah.
complete just fucking like, you have no fucking idea. This pisses me off and I don't know why. But I gotta
Something.
go fix this HVAC system.
I
This
don't
is
like
ruining my
something about that inauguration. I didn't
I
like
had no
it.
idea either. I'd be like, I don't know, maybe it's cool. He's like, I'm telling you, it's not cool, dude. Like, I don't know. Whatever. But
Yeah.
can you not knock over my pile?
Yeah, we
I
got
had multiple piles, dude. That's a big thing. When you're
what
sweeping
type of piles? Oh yeah,
drywall
yeah.
dust, sawdust. Dust. Dude, that's the biggest bitch minion move. Instead of actually picking up your piles, you make like 90 million little piles and you never pick them up. Yo, dude, go on my pile over there.
Yeah.
Look at chill.
Piles. I didn't mind that. I liked making some. I would make some nice piles.
I
when
like
was-
sweeping. Construction
yeah.
sweeping is actually kind of fun.
Construction sweeping's the
You get dust
the next
fall.
level.
You can throw the shit down, and
Yeah.
it's like this green pellets, and they keep the dust on the ground. I mean, most of the dust. You fucking sweep up the house. It feels so good after all the dust is out. Then tomorrow, there's like 9 million pounds of dust again.
Yeah,
And other guys come in like, I told you he's going to fuck the president. This guy's already fucking it up.
he's already fucking it up.
blowing it. And then, it turns out he, I don't know. What will Obama's legacy be?
I think he'll be fine.
Cool guy.
He's a good, cool public speaker.
Cool public speaker.
cool Spotify playlist.
He did the healthcare. Gave everybody everyone
Obamacare.
healthcare.
That was pretty sick.
Yeah. Why everyone says it's a fucking nightmare. Obamacare.
I don't know enough about it.
Me either. I went on the website. It did always work every time I went on. When I was forced to buy healthcare by President Obama,
Yeah,
it worked every single time I went on, and it was like not bad.
Trump dog got rid of the penalty for not having it around tax time.
That's what's up.
That was a good move.
That's the move.
That was
though,
a crazy move.
of
You get
forcing it on.
penalized for not having health care when it comes to taxes.
I mean, dude,
I
that's
guess
the
that's how
fucked
you
up.
got to pay for.
That's when you get into the sweetheart deal. It's like everyone have healthcare sick. You have to have it or you get penalized. And he goes, I wonder if insurance companies were behind this, and now the someone in a
Yeah.
position of power levied them to taxpayer dollars towards the insurance companies who are his buddies.
No, couldn't be. That's just absolutely what it is. It's
Was
fine.
Plumber, right? Is that what black guys been after all along?
Black guys
Insurance
this whole
money?
time. Black guys have wanted $300 out of me because I didn't have health insurance. Black guys just wanted me to go to the doctor.
That plumber with a super long goatee was right.
He was exactly right. I wonder how his health is.
This dude would come on and talk about. They always had like the thing they would come on. Like when they come on the job site, everyone would sit in the trailer, and this guy would go, "Guys, I just went on this Zoloft shit, dude. I take 2 of those, do a bong rip, and I fuck my wife. These things are awesome."
Whoa.
He was like saying Zoloft's rules. He's like, "Bro, I take my
Is
Zoloft.
Zoloft good for fucking?
Apparently, it's terrible for it."
Yeah, what's this guy
But
talking
he was
about?
saying I guess he was like in the initial stages of it. So he wasn't probably like, he just said he was like happy with what was kind of mean. He was saying like, fuck my wife.
I can
He's
finally
on-
fuck my wife?
He was on board with it. Yeah, he was like, I didn't
Yeah.
even care. This shit zones me up and I just rip the bong and I just fuck my wife.
Jesus
And
Christ.
we're all in the trailer eating donuts like,
Yeah, you
Right
should
on.
be president.
right on, bro.
Instead of one of these black guys. Somebody who's on it like you.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That shit's fucking rules. Do I take it? I don't get sad.
I
and
do
just
love
get
President
high as
Biden.
fuck and fuck my wife.
President Biden rules.
You like PB?
I do like it. Anytime I see him, I get excited.
He's
He's starting to make me happy. Anytime I watch him talk, I go,
he doesn't
this
have, for
is
me,
good.
He doesn't have the it factor for me.
You gotta watch more. He gets fired
Really?
up, dude. A lot of speeches he doesn't know what to say, so he just starts screaming. He's like, "This is America. We can do anything we want." It's pretty good, dude. He'll get in a fucking construction worker's face, dude. He got hit with the Bosa treatment. He went. Someone was like, "You're trying to take our guns." He's like, "What'd you say? You don't know shit, asshole."
I have a gun up my ass right now.
Yeah, I got shotguns right now. I fuck you. What? Now, Biden, if you let that boy cook, dude, he comes out with some heaters.
Yeah, I've never had like a serious
He
hatred
finishes his
towards.
speech,
I don't think
he
any
tries to
president.
shake hands with people that aren't there. He walks around.
Yeah,
It's a good time. It's a
That's
good
chill.
time.
Yeah, I've never had a serious like bone with any of the like a fuck this guy. I've never had it with any president.
Yeah.
Bush towards the end, I started when I was younger to suspect that like he caused 9/11 or whatever. So I was like,
Yeah.
that's not my boy. But again, I don't know if he did.
Bush,
or
I
not.
remember there was a bunch of kids doing that, so I started to like Bush.
Bush.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was
There's a bunch
younger,
of people that were like, fuck Bush. I remember Eminem saying that song.
fuck George Bush.
Yeah.
Eminem,
all
he does.
these, Eminem, a bunch of those people started turning on W, and it made me
JB.
actually start to be like, dude, W's funny.
That's kind of sick.
I like W.
That's kind of
Yeah.
tight. Yeah, I remember being little and being like, getting the sense of like, yeah, this guy wants to invade Iraq with his friends.
And in hindsight, that was absolutely,
And
yeah.
what a jerk.
It's kind of pure evil what happened.
And I kept watching the thing of him reading the
Maybe.
stories.
He's still funny.
He slid Michelle Obama the candy. All was forgiven. They went
It's over now.
200,000 Iraqis. Here's a Werther's. Like
Quadruple that number, by the way. Kind of gave birth to ISIS also. Fuck it.
Destabilized the whole region.
Yeah.
Although,
It wasn't the stablest region in the first place.
to be fair, it really wasn't, dude.
Yeah.
And maybe something good will come out of this. They got a lot of helicopters now.
Now they got a fuck ton of helicopters.
I mean, dude.
Once they get a hold of those, once they figure out how to fly those fucking things.
That's
Yeah.
not the worst.
Yeah, they got a gun. They did, probably 1 million of them died, but they did get like 30 helicopters.
Maybe they'll get a, someone will rise to power who agrees with American trade policies, and then he'll have advanced technology to control his population, and there'll finally be peace in the region.
Yeah.
Job done, dude. Rome
Mission
wasn't built in a
accomplished.
day. Maybe you got to crack a couple eggs and make it omelet.
Yeah.
Dude. You have to,
It's not going to be that easy.
run over a couple of dobos with fucking tanks. Fucking get someone to not
Yes.
fuck with our trade agreements.
Yeah, we're going to have to send a bunch of basically teenagers, early 20s dudes to blow up some mud huts.
Yeah.
We're going to figure it out.
Some stucco.
Yeah.
Some stucco.
Yeah.
Being
We got
old
to figure it out, bro.
That's so nuts, though, to be
I'm so
that.
against
I mean,
war.
dude, we're here. We got an honest little operation here. Imagine if we were like, yo, these guys in Iraq are fucking up our podcast. Can we maybe get a different president in there? And they're like, yeah, it's going to be a little more difficult. And you go, okay. I hear what you're saying. But like,
Will we ever get in trouble for it?
what if we convince the
No.
population to attack that guy and kill him and then our guys in there? It's 4D chess.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's nuts. Imagine coming home with that day's load. I mean, again, a little act of empathy. Those guys, that's pretty stressful stuff. To being like, what the fuck? They didn't turn on him and kill him? Oh,
Yeah.
oh, fuck.
Well, I think there was a time they were pumped. And then we said if you were a part of the Ba'ath Party, you couldn't work. So
What Ba'ath Party?
the Ba'ath Party was Saddam Hussein's
Right. Why do they call themselves the Ba'ath Party?
Ba'ath. It's probably an Arabic word.
Oh, okay.
Not like bath, not like
Yeah.
splish splash.
I was like, they're supposed to take it
No,
back.
they weren't taking a bath.
The rubber duckies.
They were taking a little bath. Yeah, I think once we invaded, shit was actually maybe gonna work. And then they were
Oh.
like, if you worked in the Ba'ath Party, you cannot have a job. So
Oh, that's-
half the police force, half of it, like everybody.
Yeah.
And then the dudes that didn't get fired were like, yeah, fuck you guys. We always hated you. And then we just had, a lot of people with experience with guns that just lost their jobs.
Yeah.
And they were like, this isn't good.
Who were the government? And they're like,
Yeah.
well, we're not going to stop being We're going to start a
Yeah.
government 2.0.
Yep.
Stop me from being the government.
I love being the government. It's time for me to
It's a
take
good
back
job.
control.
It's a good job, but becoming the government's tough tomatoes, dude. You literally have to kill people to become
kill
the
everybody.
government. It's a pretty wild career.
Saddam did that. Saddam had he made it half the senators shoot the other half, basically.
Yeah, it's a coup.
Yeah. He said,
Kid-
you guys
gentleman
kill them.
stuff.
Those guys are traitors. dudes would stand up like crying, be like, "I love you so much, Saddam. I would not have traded."
You're not a
He's
bather,
like,
dude. Fuck you.
carry him outside, splish splash, shoot him in the fucking head.
That is the wildest fucking job.
What, executing people as a dictator?
But then everyone's like, okay, all right, you're the boss.
We got it.
Country's like, what happened? Okay, well, he won fair and square.
Yeah, and traitors.
Okay.
Those were traitors.
They were fully traitors.
They were spies.
It's crazy. Within your country, you can just fuck people up and be like, guys, mind your own business.
Yeah.
Fuck off. You guys do it.
Everybody does it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just blame. Yeah, you can say Israel sent half of our Congress was Israeli spies.
Mm-hmm.
We need to take them out back and make the other half of Congress shoot them in the head so that they're loyal. So, yeah, that's how you do it.
Total
Next
mess
thing you know,
over
you're
it.
hiding in a hole.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah,
I should have
dude.
listened to George W. Bush.
America's never going to fall, dude.
We're number one.
I'm pretty sure it's never going to fall. Might be the last empire.
Yeah.
Who else would be? China, maybe? I doubt it, dude. Doubt it.
Yeah, right.
Doubt it.
Now, we're going to be number one for a while, at least during our lifetimes.
Nice.
We did it.
We got to get rid of all this American belly aching, though. Stop belly aching, dude. The American belly aching is too much, man. It's like, yeah, of course, we did some nasty things.
It seems like it's
But
going
the
down
communists are gonna get
slightly.
us. I think so.
The belly aching?
Yeah, I think it's going to
Seems like it's dropping a little.
Yeah, I mean, they
Saw a nice display of patriotism at the Eagles game, and it gets you every time.
Patriot
Giant
Central.
American flag, fly over with the Jets. You're just sitting there going, damn.
Philadelphia's patriotic.
Can
though.
you imagine someone fucking with us?
You can't. We have jets
so
for fun.
neat.
We have fun jets. We have our bomb jets and our fun jets.
We have fun jets to just go do tricks.
Yeah.
When we sit there and we drink and we go, that's
Oh,
sweet. That's me.
Cool. You just like
That's my country.
40,000 half conscious eyes go, oh,
Just staring straight into the sun.
whoa. Wow.
Yeah. I don't get upset when those guys crash at the air shows. You know?
Yeah. They were destined for fucking
Yeah. It's a good way to go.
blowing
Just trying
up
to do a cool nosedive at the ground and pull up. And
How
you
often
don't.
do they crash?
There's videos like annually
Oh.
of pretty vicious ones. There was one recently. It was like a World War II plane hit a fucking like bomber in Texas. There's just people in a parking lot like, what the fuck? You guys see that? Holy shit.
What if they bomb the stadium with t-shirts? That'd be kind of tight.
That'd be nice.
A little merch bomb.
Yeah.
Merch drop.
That's merch drop, dude.
That'd be fun. This came down from like 18,000
Go on the
feet.
airstrike, yeah. Everyone gets destroyed by tees. That'd be pretty tight. Now we're cooking. How long is this podcast? Oh, this is going to be such a good couple minutes here. I can feel it.
Oh, the last 9 minutes? Come
Yeah,
on.
things are
dude.
gonna change.
Come on. We're talking
I can feel it.
geopoliticos.
I love when we talk geopolitics.
Yeah, man. I mean, dude. I mean, I'm talking about the soul. We're talking about the soul of the country when it comes down to it. And it's people are going to have to wisen up to the fact that their life rules and they're creating problems in their life.
I think
My 12-year-old's actually a bull. It's like,
Yeah.
dude, just wait. Wait
Yeah.
till they're 18. Let them make it. It's a
I think
tattoo.
I think the pendulum's swinging back, Matt.
Dude, I agree totally.
I think
Wait till they find out all those trans kids they were fucking lobotomizing or whatever turn out just to be gay kids. They destroy little gay kids. And those cross-dressers, they're sexually... Dude, that shit.
Peterson was getting
got
fired up.
wild on that one.
You're tucking your dick in the mirror. You think you're not sexual. You're a liar.
That shit's hot as hell. You're lying, dude. That
Yeah,
shit's
yeah.
fucking hot. If I put on women's underwear, I'll
bloody
come
lying.
everywhere. I'd come all down my own butt crack if I was tucked with women's underwear.
Yeah.
You gotta be kidding. Get the fuck out of here.
I think people are getting tired of it. Everybody that was like a loudmouth on Twitter has been kind of destroyed.
Yeah.
Nobody takes them seriously anymore.
Yeah, it's true.
Sam Harris, full dork.
Bro, he fell so hard.
Yeah.
He
Anybody
fell
that's an intellectual on the internet, I really
The
think
dark web, the
sucks
DW,
ass.
bro. The DW.
Yeah.
Intellectual dark web. IDW.
Everybody that's an intellect on the internet can shove it.
People are sick. Well, it turns out if you just talk and you're the smartest guy, you're eventually going to be wrong about something. Then you go,
Yeah.
I'm not wrong, actually.
Yeah.
He spazzed on that, dude. He's like, yeah, but if the... Dude, I got this from the Dave Smith podcast. That's what happens when I get real late at night. I start watching Project Veritas, and then it hits me with Dave Smith. I go, okay, here we go.
Dave Smith's the man.
Dude, he shreds him, bro.
He shredded Sam.
Shredded Sammy, dude.
Nice.
Shredded him, and I was just going, oh yeah, I did. I would have said that. I was thinking that too, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking for sure, bro.
I just watched Nick Rochefort fucking talk about houses.
Yeah, it's nice.
Very nice.
It's awesome.
It's a long stream too. It's good.
Yeah, it's a good one. But yeah, dude, apparently Sam Harris was going out being like, okay, But apparently, he's like, let's do this thing where the virus actually did kill children and the vaccine actually did prevent transmission. We would never allow this Brett Weinstein bullcrap. And then,
yeah.
And it's like, yeah, of course, brother. What the fuck? He's just he's fucking.
He literally was like,
out.
imagine if what I was saying was true. Then I wouldn't be wrong.
I know.
It's like, yeah.
It's crazy. It was insane. And he's completely unhinged. He freaked. He completely blew it.
I don't like it.
Blew it, dude.
They're going after that one guy, the hot Turkish communist guy.
What's up with him?
What's his name?
Salvo
Hassan.
Zizek?
Hassan.
Oh, they're about
No, Hassan Piker was mad that Mr. Beast cured like 1,000 people's blindness. That was a YouTube video.
Wait, what happened?
There was like 1,000 people. Somehow he gave them the medical treatment to cure. He saved 1,000 people's vision.
Why are people mad at him?
Hassan was making the correct point. He was saying, this annoys me that, because he's a socialist. So he's like, this is capitalism. In order to save 1,000 poor people's sight, it has to be a YouTube video where it's like, I saved these guys.
Oh, and he was like, that sucks.
Yeah.
We're not just doing that.
I don't think he was saying the guy who did it sucks. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he did. I didn't watch enough of it.
No, I think you're spot
so he
on.
got
It sounded
slammed.
like he was, and then they're all like, look how gay this guy is.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, I think he might be a little gay, but we all are.
Yeah,
Look at
man.
me.
I mean,
Ain't
for
that
sure.
true?
But it's also, dude, I was thinking about this yesterday. When you play the social media game, it's like there's just this huge fucking fan that you can catch the wind of it and you rise and rise and
you
rise.
try to catch it again.
But what happens is every now and again the fan shuts off. The fan shuts off when you say one wrong thing. The fan shuts off and you fall down into the fucking blades and it's fucking
Yeah.
you die. I mean, obviously the fan will turn on real quick and then chop you up. Don't worry about the analogy, but I'm saying
I understand.
You're riding this artificial boost and anyone can just rip it out from under you and you're like you fall into the hands of the masses and they rip you apart.
They do.
No, actually, okay, fuck it. You guys had a point.
Like, remember that time I was cool? And you guys were all like, this guy gets it. And retweeted me? I'm going to search for that for the next 15 years. Because that made me feel good one night.
Yep.
That's it.
And then you die.
Next thing you know, you're making videos being like, but what if I was right?
Dude, it's crazy.
I'm the smartest guy. Now imagine if I was right this whole time.
Did I tell you guys how much? Let's talk about how
Then
much I
wouldn't
love
you
science.
feel stupid?
Dude, there's some they're looking pretty bad right now. A lot of those guys are looking, again, everyone says this, they go, look, I don't think any pleasure about people like not reducing transmission. I don't want anyone to die from these vaccines. Everyone says that. I don't even care about being right. It's like, yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You love it. A little bit, little tiny kernel of you goes, nice. Another guy bites the dust. You go, yes, I knew it.
I told him.
I knew I was.
It's because so many of them were saying that. So many of them were saying, I hope everybody that wasn't vaccinated's last words on a ventilator is,
Die.
I wish I was on a vaccine.
True.
But
Fair.
The other side, now the other side's doing it. Now they're like, heart attack, another one.
And they go, but they go,
It's like-
guys, we're not celebrating this. We hope, you know, look, it's not a time for that. Which, to be fair, that is the right attitude. But it's like, dude, just admit a little bit of you goes.
Another athlete collapsed because of his heart.
Yes, I'm right.
I knew I was right.
Can I find that tweet I
I'm
did
so
back
excited
in-
this 22-year-old collapsed of a heart attack.
Let me find this tweet I did. Oh, can I find it? I hope it's still there. It looks so fucking cool. Like I predicted the future.
I understand.
But now
That's
they're
how I
saying,
operate.
well, one potential when there's some again. This is all, but there's a little party. But there's like it's ugly stuff. But they're saying, when they're saying like people who are like boosted up or getting COVID more than people who are natural immunity, and they're like, what's better, the natural immunity or the artificial antibodies?
Yeah.
This is just a study. I don't know if it's true or not, but they were saying they're finding that particularly around the third dose, you get these antibodies, this specific type of antibody that comes up that like recognizes things in your immune system and goes, oh, that thing's cool. We've seen it before. So you see the spike protein so much that and this is all theoretical, but they're saying there's a part of the immune system that starts to go, yeah, this thing's like part of us. We see that because they're giving it to you so much that you're just going like, they're like, oh yeah, let that thing go. And they're thinking that's how people who are like, that's what like some of the transmissibility is about, where some potential unaffected side effect of the thing is them going like, yeah, whatever, let that thing go. And that's why it's
That makes sense.
Yeah, kind of nuts.
But I have no idea how the immune system works. I don't know what a mRNA
Killer
bullshit
T cells.
is.
I never knew those.
I don't know what those things are.
Never knew it was such a thing.
I don't know what DNA modification is. I have no idea.
The helix twist.
I understand there's a
break
helix,
strand.
but I have no idea. I don't understand one part of it.
No, we're
I
all
just
out of
go,
our
I kind of
depth.
don't like the people that are telling me to do this.
Well, that's your heuristics, dude.
Yeah.
Your heuristics ward. You are the victor. Take solace in your victory.
I knew I was right.
I'm in a losing position with all my fancy metrics and data. I lost, you win. Can you agree to that? Scott Adams.
That's what he did say, though. He's
Yeah.
like, with all my fancy data.
Yeah.
He's like, all the facts that I had that I knew were right. Your little hunch won. I hope you're happy.
They're melting down. They're Mr. Rights, dude. And they're melting down. This
Lot
dude
of
has a
Mr.
whiteboard.
Rights.
He was doing math on a whiteboard for like 2 years, being like, you guys are fucking idiots. You guys are all going to die. Okay, you guys are in the winning position. Yeah, man. It's a shame.
Yeah, we'll be all right. Myocarditis is fake. That's a right wing
Who's
hoax.
to say how big hearts are to be? Your little stupid eyes, they could be wrong.
Yeah, true. There could be jellyfish.
Big heart, bro. The floating jellyfish, maybe they fucking bit you in the heart.
Maybe
We
your
don't know.
cat's eyes are the true reality because they can see things.
They know when food's bad just by smelling it. They won't eat it.
Yeah, we can do that.
True. They always say that.
I've
Give it
had
to a cat. A
had
cat
some
won't eat it. A
leftovers.
cat truly won't eat it if it's bad.
Really?
I've heard. Although they walk around with mice in their mouth, so who the fuck knows?
I don't think cats know shit.
Yeah, I think they're dumb as hell.
Yeah, I'm
Sam Harris, dumbass. Cats,
Sam Harris,
dumbass.
Cats. Who else? Dumb
Sensory
as shit?
system. Who the fuck knows what
Poop
that
lady
even...
on hoarders. Smart. That was her reality.
You know how much it costs to get your house bulldozed? She got it done for free. All she did was eat a little poo.
She was eating shit, dude.
Eat a little bit of
So what?
poo. Now her house is... The city paid for to demolish her house. She could build a fucking 3-story on there.
Well, that was the
cash
thing.
it out,
They
dude.
actually had to crunch the numbers. They're like, this is how much it's going to cost to rebuild this house, or we could just tear it down right now.
Yeah. Well, who's
Yeah.
going to live in it? She's going to... She
No,
goes to the
that's
mental
definitely,
hospital.
yeah. She's in a group home. And
She thought she had the golden ticket to go to Charlie's Chocolate Factory.
I bet she sneaks in there sometimes. I bet she's in the toilet sometimes just going,
She's a
remember
cat,
the
dude.
days?
Fucking
Remember the days.
She's a cat in a fish tank, dude.
Remember the good old days when I used to sit here by myself for weeks on end, just surrounded by my turds?
Damn, man.
That's a party.
That is a party.
Eating contaminated food, getting violently ill constantly.
Oh, she probably listens. What's that one Tom Petty song? Into the great wide open. She's staring at it like a square mental crazy person house window, thinking about all those turds, dude.
She can still have access to turds. She's got to get access to turds.
You think
It's the
they're
one
gonna
thing they can take a lot of
You're
stuff from
talking
you.
about give her one
They can
cool
never
fish
take
tank.
our turds.
One cool fish tank with a couple floaters in it.
Let her get
That's the
some
least you
floats.
could do for like,
She definitely shits at night and just lets it sit. She gets some naps in with.
At least let her clock some flush time, dude. Be like, yo, don't make her flush it right away. She needs her hidey ho. Hidey ho.
She does.
Give her a fucking.
They can't stop her.
No.
She's in beast mode.
She's a fucking.
They
make a
cannot stop
beast
her,
out
dude.
of her, dude.
She's yeah. Good luck. She's gonna dump, dude. She's gonna dump. Now she's eating hospital food too.
Oh,
Although that's such an upgrade from the fucking Progresso she was munching, dude. Progresso clam chowder out of a fucking paper
will they
bowl.
fine age her bread?
Maybe.
To get the promote?
Yeah, because I don't have a freezer. Duh. I'm gonna eat it.
They'll rehabilitate her.
There were cats in there.
Make a
There were
fine-
so many cats.
They'll make
dude.
a fine wife out of her.
Somebody could have her.
Make a fine wife out of her.
Ooh, nice German man that doesn't mind the Scheiße. That's what she needs. She needs to find her own Kaiser.
She was living in the wrong country.
Germany, she would have been lauded.
Sylvester Stallone would have paid her to take a shit on the coffee table. Who was the guy who was, I don't want to implicate. Who was the guy that was paying ladies to shit on the coffee table? It was some beefy dude.
That he was having women
A
shit
jacked
on
guy was having women
glass.
shit on a glass table.
Yeah, we're gonna need to find that
Was
out.
it Sylvester Stallone? Well, yeah.
Don't put that on Sly, dude. It was not Sly.
I think it
You're
was,
saying Rocky was letting people dump on tables.
it was Sly Schwarzenegger. It was one of the Expendables.
One of the
was
Expendables.
letting women shit on a table. It wasn't Jean-Claude Van Damme for sure. Who was it that was letting women shit?
How do we not? I feel like this is one that sticks with you. You know what I mean? It smears with you. You would think it would never go away, and we
Who
would
the fuck
remember.
was it?
Armie Hammer was munching the babes. He went to munch them.
You went right to town, dude. Hungry? Why wait? Odell Beckham? No, dude. It was fuck, man. It's people used to talk about this all the time. We're gonna find this. Let's put the think tank on this. Nah, man, he probably does, but it's not.
I like it.
Celeb
When he wipes, he
Poop
reaches back like 1 through.
on glass. I feel like if I called Rainey, he would tell me.
Call Rainey.
Glass, but I'm gonna call Rainey right now.
We need to know.
I'll call him right now. I guarantee you. You want to take bets on whether or not he knows this? Dude, I'm telling you, it was like an
actor who liked shit on the table.
Yeah, who is the actor?
Who liked to lay under glass and view the fecal matter.
I don't want to put it on Sly, but I'm almost positive.
It's not Sly.
It was Schwartz or Sly. We'll find out. Come on, Randy, please. We need you. I don't know who else would know this. Come on, Mike. I'm dying, dude. You ever heard of who it was, Sean? The guy who would lay under the table? I swear to God, it was Sylvester's. Who? What is it?
I think you were right. An article about Sly came up,
Told you, bro.
but I'm still combing through it.
Again, is it true? I don't know. It's just this is information out there. Do your own research on whether Sly had someone shit on a coffee table and he lay underneath. Hey, how about we go back to my place and yeah. Did she lay a fucking steamer on the coffee table or what?
No.
Sean, you have me in total suspense.
I'm combing through this weird article
leaving
that
me
doesn't
dangling,
seem
dude.
too trustworthy, but
What's it
this
say? It
says,
doesn't matter. It's all about
Sylvester
sensationalism.
Stallone
and
is
views.
reputed to crap in his hotel showers.
Who?
But that's not
Sly?
Sly is
Started crap in the shower.
he likes to leave and turn to the
Pretty nice.
shower. That's kind
Go
of funny.
down. He had the fucking cap on. Hey, I took a little dump in the shower. I got a big fight coming up. I'm nervous. Hey,
That was pretty good at the end. That was really good.
hey, I don't know how to talk about this kind of stuff.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying he defecated in bathtubs and showers in hotels. a lot of people.
Why are people saying this?
because he did it, dude.
Oh,
What?
Cancel culture's not real,
Cancel
dude.
culture's
Yeah.
not real.
You're right.
What?
I finally got to it. It says a friend of whoever wrote this or whoever's statement this is says he used to hire prostitutes, give them 15 grand, put plexiglass over his bed, and have them shit and piss on it while he jerked off.
What the fuck?
These are hell.
That's an accusation, dude. I don't like it. Sly?
Plexiglass. You got any 1/4-inch plexi? That one I can still see the turds.
All right. This is
We hit it.
We'll be back, dude.
Yes. We got to the bottom
We
of that.
will return.
We will. We got to the bottom of that.
It was Sylvester Stallone. Goodbye.
Glenn Lowry, dude, it's honestly, I talk about you a lot on my podcast. I watch your stuff. I kind of parrot your talking points. I listen to you talk and I'm like, you know what I'm thinking about this whole thing. So it's an honor to have you. I think honestly, you're one of the best thinkers currently.
Wow,
no lie.
man.
No lie. No lie.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Good to be here.
Thank you so much, man. So I have a million questions. You know, you just wrote the book, Late Confessions. It's your memoir.
Late admissions.
Late admissions. Oh, dude, I'm sorry. Edit it. Late admissions.
And then the subtitle is Confessions of a Black
Conservative. Excuse me. I read the book, dude. It was, I knew it was going to be good. Because I've been watching you for a while. So I read the book and it was, you know, like books just kind of like grab you and you can't put them down. It was, I'm not buttering you up. I swear to God. I read it and it was pretty great.
That's great to hear.
Because I remember you were kind of like hesitant. You're like, you know, like, well, should I write an autobiography? I don't know if you're just kind of like messing around with your co-host, John McWhorter. But did you really have like a kind of hang up, like, do I really deserve to write an autobiography? Or did you know, like, I'm letting this rip?
I don't know if I'd put it that way, but it was a long time coming. I've been thinking about it a long time before I actually got it done.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. But once I got going with it, once I got into the thing, it kind of took over.
So what was that like? Like, did you have an outline for like this part of my life, or did like the memories just spontaneously arise as you started kind of from the beginning?
I went through different, phases. First, it was going to be changing my mind. That was my title, had a working title, and I thought it was about being on the left, being on the right, you know, a black guy, conservative, Reagan affiliations and things like that, but then kind of going left and, you know, my back and forth, the pendulum swing of my politics, changing my mind. It was going to be about, you know, the friends you lose and, you know, the things that you have to do and, you know, things like that. But that was the cover story. That wasn't the real story.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
remember that theme from there.
Then it was going to be the enemy within. You know, I went through a phase when it was all about, you know, fighting my drug addiction and, you know, dealing with my sexual addiction and things like that. And confession and, you know, getting religion and losing, you know, it's going to be about the devil, about the guy sitting on your shoulder on one side, on the other side. The enemy within. And then I realized that the real issue for me was figuring out how to tell myself the truth about my life. That was being honest. It was coming to terms with it, you know. And I finally was able to get something going. Yeah, I had an outline. I had a dozen outlines.
Yeah. You just didn't know how deep you're going to go into.
You know, I knew I wanted to do the Chicago thing. I knew I wanted to do the MIT thing. I knew I wanted to do the Harvard thing. I knew I wanted to do the drug thing. I knew I wanted to do the church thing.
Yeah.
So I had these, you know, but it didn't have the life that it needed. It didn't have the I want to say something like thematic integrity. It didn't have the vision. It wasn't quite right.
What do you think the theme was? So, because I have an idea of what the kind of the theme was for me. What do you think the theme was, at least from my experience of it? What do you think the theme was for you when you're writing it, or like that you took away from it afterwards?
Well, I hint at that in the preface when I say it's the problem of self-regard. And I say I'm playing a game with the reader. The reader has to figure out whether or not what I'm saying about myself is true. And I call myself being clever. You know, I say, I'm going to tell you the worst things about myself. And in doing so, I'm going to gain your trust.
Yeah, I remember I was kind of tickled when I read that. I'm like, God damn it, he's so smart, dude. It's such a good way to start the book. But that was true, though. It was, you really did disclose, you know, a lot. It wasn't like, you know, I read it and I was like, first of all, and I got to say, and this is, I just didn't know how much of the book was going to be about you getting pussy. That was crazy. You got a lot
about
of pussy.
what?
You got a lot of pussy. A lot of the book was about getting pussy and I growing weed. I had to turn it over and check. I was like, is this my life story? And I was like, no. I was like, this is you, Glenn.
Well, I wasn't bragging. I wasn't trying to prove anything.
No,
no. I
dude.
was just telling you what
you don't
happened.
need to, bro. You don't need to, man. That was the smoking jacket, dude. I would try to explain that to people. And like, what are you talking about? I'm like, dude, it's the funniest thing. Was your Uncle Adler smoking jacket?
You should have known my Uncle Adler, man. Yeah, that was my Uncle Adler's smoking jacket, and he gave it to me. I mean, he came to my bachelor pad on the near north side of Chicago, Lincoln Park. And, you know, it was all set up for seduction.
Yeah.
And, you know, I've got the music playing and I got the incense burning and the weed and whatnot. And, you know, the fireplace and the exposed brick, the track lighting, the four-poster bed. You know, I'm ready.
Bro.
And he says, oh, man, this is too much. You know, you will make better use of this than me. Because he was this Duke Ellington-esque.
Mm-hmm.
He was born in the early 20s, so, you know, he would have been like 30 years old in 1952, 53. You know, he was in his prime.
He was in his prime, and he transferred you the smoking jacket.
Well, by the time this happened, which was the late 70s, he was past his prime, and he was in decline. He drank himself to death.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
you know, he had a lot of different issues, but he was a ladies' man par excellence, and you know.
Wait, so how old was he when he gave you the
that.
jacket? How old was he when he gave you the jacket?
Okay, he would have been 55.
Oh, okay. I thought you were
60.
saying he was 30. I got you. So he was like really happy.
No, he was still making good use of it when he was 30.
So what was the protocol for the jacket? Would it be on like in the house? Would you toss it on afterwards? Like how exactly did it work?
The coolest thing was coming out of the shower, drying off, and just putting the jacket on.
God damn. And then, and I don't know if you fully, I mean, maybe you recognize this, but just like the the poetic nature of how it met its demise, just a scorned young lover cutting it to pieces. Like there was no other way that jacket was going to lose form other than that by the hands of a scorned young lady.
It was like some kind of Greek tragedy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I read that. I was like, this is beautiful.
Like I say, it was like entrails strewn on the floor. Like, you know, the soothsayer is supposed to come in and tell you what your future is going to be when you see this shit.
But I that's what I really liked because, like, you know, you really can, like you were saying, like, oh, I'll just hit a couple key themes from the south side of Chicago, blah, blah, blah. But you were like really went in the autobiography, and it was like, you were really laid, like, you know, just stuff out there that I think a lot of people would kind of be like, nah, I'm going to polish my image, where you're like, well, I want to be authentic, but then I don't want to totally, you know, lose the, because everyone has stuff they've done that they're obviously not proud of.
To the point where people might be saying, you're telling me too much. They might be saying, why are you telling me all of this? They might be trying to say, oh, it was that bad. You think you can get a pass by telling me how bad it was? You know? Yeah,
but that's kind of, I think that's kind of, I don't know. I totally agree with what you're saying, but I'm like, if you've lived a full life, you know, like you've made mistakes yourself, and to be able to like make them, learn from them, grow from them. I don't know. I just like when people are like, you think you're going to pass now? It's like, dude, I'm sure you've done stuff too. Like, yeah, my answer would be like, yeah, dude, I wrote it down, and it's like, what, a pass for what? It's just like, this is my life. This is what happened. And it's like,
well, that's where I came out. I came out saying, you know, it is what it is, and I have to tell it fully. And as I say in the book, in a way that I'm exposing myself to myself too. I'm going back over these things, and I'm asking myself, man, how could you have done that? What was it going on in your mind? Like when I smoked crack in my Harvard office.
Yeah, that was pretty good. That was a good one,
I take my whole career in my hands. Anybody could have come in with a security key, man.
Yeah, that, and also
that was crazy.
That was a wild move. And also, I will say, bringing you know, the side babe to a work thing. Bro, I read that. I was like, no, Glenn, don't do this. No, dude, that was crazy.
In Israel. I took her to a conference at the Hebrew University of Jerusalem, Mount Scopus campus.
And were people really like, did people actually like take you aside and like, dude, what the hell? Or were they just kind of
They did, but they raised their eyebrows. But I was oblivious to the whole thing, man. I was getting ready to go into the Reagan administration as an undersecretary to Bill Bennett in the education department, which was all about family values and everything like that. And it was just crazy.
Yeah, but the thing that I'm, this is the one question that like, because when I read your autobiography and it sent me, I started reading them now like compulsively. I'm reading a bunch of them because then I started like, when I read yours, the big question was like to that point of like when you were like, you know, orbiting the apex of basically worldly power. And then the whole thing, the thinking that I would get from your autobiography would be like, yeah, I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't be having extramarital affairs, but I kind of deserve a reward. I'm working hard. I'm getting all this stuff. And that was the thinking at the time. And it's honestly like you said, you weren't obviously the only one in Washington, D.C. that had, you know, a little sweet thing on the side. So the question would be like, looking back on all that, what do you think a person in like super high stature like deserves, quote unquote, or like, what do you think looking back on that now? Does that question make sense?
Well, yeah. In the book, I talk about master the universe. Like
yes, that's the phrase.
You know, and I got that from Tom Wolfe, the writer. You know, his book Bonfire of the Vanities. You know, his character Sherman McCoy, who was a bond trader. He was like 35-year-old, had a big apartment in Park Avenue or something like that. He was living the life in New York City. He had social X-ray wife and all the museum, benefit things and whatnot. And he's making $1 million a year, and he's a master of the universe. He has a side piece. He gets into trouble. It's a fiasco. You have to read the book. It's very funny.
Yeah.
But I identified with that guy.
Yeah.
I thought, I'm a professor at Harvard. I'm the smartest guy in the room. I wasn't making his kind of money, but I wasn't doing badly. I had real connections. I was on the upscale. I was on the magazine, thing. And
you're getting tapped by literally the Reagan administration.
Yeah, I was going to the White House, and I was, the world was mine. I could do whatever I wanted to do, and the side piece was a part of that. And, did not think there would ever be any reckoning, and felt like I had it coming.
The reckoning, you're saying?
I said, didn't think there would ever be any reckoning. I mean, didn't imagine chickens would come home to roost. Didn't see anything, like Sherman McCoy in the book.
Yeah.
when he ends up in a New York City courtroom and his whole life falls apart and the girlfriend is gone and the bond trading firm doesn't want his services anymore and the newspapers are on his heels and the lawyers are picking him over. I ended up pretty much in the same kind of a position.
Yeah, well, that's kind of my question, because I started reading these autobiographies trying to figure out, like, because there's like, you know, if you look at like value systems, you have like sacrifice self. This is all from like Spiral Dynamics, which I'm not like a master of. I've just read books about it. And there's like express self, which is like, I'm going to get what I want, you know, not even like damn everybody else, but like, I'm going to, you know, try to get as much as I want, is, you know, that's my driving emphasis on life. And then there's like, I should sacrifice my well-being for the good of others. And they're just two prevalent worldviews that, like, you know, you can either subscribe to one. And the question I have is like, to what degree do you sacrifice your own joy and happiness versus do you, you know, pursue your own joys? And like, basically, how do those worldviews play out if you read someone's entire life? So I don't have the answer to that. I don't know if maybe you could shed some light.
Do I?
Yeah, it's kind of a tough one to figure out. What would you say looking back on it? Like, because my main question was like, yeah, if you were to have side pieces and get away with it, you'd probably look back on your life pretty fondly and be like, fuck yeah, dude, that was awesome. But it's when it comes and it just kind of like hits your life like a meteorite. I think that's when that's what I'm just trying to figure out, basically.
Well,
sorry, that's like kind of a heavy
what I told
question.
myself was I was living fully.
Yeah.
I've only got one life. I'm going to live it to the full. I'm going to have experience. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I went through a religious phase, and I abandoned all of my wild pursuits. You know, my wife, who had been with me through thick and thin, and had stuck with me. We started having a family. We had 2 sons. We're in their 30s now, but we're babies at the time. And I found Jesus. You know, I was deacon in the church. I was, you know, AA. You know, I was going to my meetings. You know, 2 years, 5 years. You know, I was a straight arrow for a while.
Yeah. So my question is, and in the book, it is funny because you talk about kind of the breaking point is like people touching you and you had to do like basically the tongues, and you had at one point you just gave in and you're like, bah!
It's complicated.
What was that like? I mean, was it not?
Well, there was that. There was the secretary of mine who tragically died early in the funeral, and everybody danced around talking about she's with Jesus, and I just wanted to pause for a minute and contemplate the fact that this beautiful young woman was gone from this freak disease and right in the prime of everything good was happening for her. And, you know, Jesus, I mean, I didn't want to hear it. I didn't want to hear about it was okay.
Yeah.
And they were like dancing around this church, and that really pissed me off.
Yeah.
But the thing that you referred to is earlier, it's when I was first coming along in the church and being inducted into the spiritual community and the culture of belief, and it was about baptism in the Holy Spirit, and they were putting hands on me and praying while we were setting up chairs in the gymnasium where the church was having its services before the service, and inviting me into this, you know, state of a giftedness with respect to spiritual gifts, you know, speaking in tongues, you know, healing, you know, this kind of, you know. So this was a conservative, theologically conservative, Pentecostal oriented kind of congregation, even though it's Black, Methodist, African Methodist, Episcopal, but they had this flavor to it. And, you know, I didn't believe, you know, and I ended up speaking in tongues.
You did.
You know, I ended up, because that's how you show that the baptism of the Holy Spirit has come upon you, that you have a manifestation of it. But it was fake. I was just doing it to have them stop praying, because those people, those Christians were going to keep on praying.
They wouldn't stop.
You know, it was this surreal scene, and you know, they're going on and on and on, and they're getting expressive, and they want to completion of this thing. They want to, and I performed, and afterwards I kind of, you know, there was a kind of cynicism to it, you know, a kind of, you know, what game are we playing? So eventually I moved away from the church, but as I tell in the book, it's a complicated story.
Where do you stand now personally with like spiritual beliefs, and like, where do you,
So if I had to put a name on it, I'd say agnostic. I am not an anti-religious person. I'm not a person who, they believe in God. That's some crazy shit.
Yeah.
I'm not that guy. I respect people's trying to come to terms with the biggest questions of existence. You know, what's the meaning of life? You know, who am I? Where did we come from? You know, what's the answer to the ultimate questions? People are seeking, and this is a human tendency that you see in every culture going back throughout recorded time. I mean, people seek meaning in life. But I think it's the hardest problem there is. What's the meaning of life? I don't believe in magic. I'm not going to just sign on to something that doesn't make sense to me. I don't believe in virgin births. I don't believe that a person who died is alive 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 years after they died. I don't believe that. That's just asking me too much. But the answer to, you know, it relates to what we were talking about earlier about getting pussy and about side pieces and about, you know, what's the most noble way of living? What's the most rewarding way of living? Is feeding my sensual desires really? I mean, you know, is there anything higher than that? I mean, what about my loyalty to others? What's the you know? Anyway, I'm rambling. I'm just saying. I think people trying to answer that question and in part through religious practice is a legitimate thing. I'm just not.
So that's kind of that's exactly kind of my question is like, what do you, and again, it is kind of a tough one to answer, but it's like, what have you walked away from being like, is there anything higher than feeding your sensuous appetites? And like over the course of like, you know, decades, does the sensuous appetite being fulfilled be like worth it? Or is it like, is there something you think higher than that just in like, you know, whatever else there could be, even if it isn't like an organized religion, but like, where do you stand on that now? Does that question make sense?
Repeat the question.
So do you think it is enough to just kind of satisfy like sensuous kind of like appetites of the body? Or do you think there is something higher principles and over the course of time, just as I could see serving higher principles and then getting to the end of it and being like, well, what the fuck, man? I could have been having fun. That was a waste of time. Or do you think that pays off?
I don't know. I just know there are other people. I know that when you make a decision to hurt somebody, that's consequential. I don't think my sensual gratification is the highest thing. I mean, what about my intellectual edification? You know,
true. But is that just to get pussy? No, I hear you, man. Saying.
You know, I'm in my 70s now.
Yeah.
You know, mortality. That's the thing that you confront. I realize I've only got however much I've got, but it's not that much. You know.
Yeah.
And then you're gone, and then what? I mean, and then what? You know, I don't believe in the afterlife either. I think when the brain cells stop firing, whatever consciousness that is embodied in me is gone forever. So, what's the point? And you know, I could say some poetic stuff here, baby smile, you know, things like that, the sunrise, and you know, and it's not bad watching the sunrise over the ocean from the beach, and you know, whatever. And the pussy's not bad either.
True.
You know, a good glass of wine or whiskey,
right?
Good smoke.
Yeah.
But there's got to be more. There's got to be more than that. And what about my legacy? What about the memory? I mean, I know that whatever I do now etches in stone, whatever it is that people can look back upon. That was, you know, Glenn Lowry.
Yeah, well, and then, so speaking of that, that was the big, I think this has kind of been in the book, a big theme of your life where it's like, you're in a place, you can kind of identify things that seem almost performative and like not, I guess, like true to experience or whatever. And I feel like you could have, in the book, you say people because of your race would just be like, hey, just kind of take a position. Not, you know, you had your own merits, but you detected there'd be a lot of like, look, you know, kind of quota filling and like, just relax, take a paycheck and like, just be here for representation. And you kind of really bucking against that, being like, no, fuck that. I'm going to be here on my merits. And like, I'm going to go to a different school. Like where were you at one point where you're like, I'm out of here? Or there, I think that wasn't the Kennedy Center, was it? Am I mischaracterizing?
No, you're not. You're not mischaracterizing it. This is about affirmative action and about race and how you come to terms with what people think about and the expectations they might have and whatnot. And you know, I've gone through different phases on it. But I was at Harvard. I was at Harvard in 1982. I came as a professor, the first Black to be tenured in the economics department. I was appointed in Afro-American studies. I was trained at MIT. That's where I did my PhD. I was a techie guy. I was a math, whiz and a theoretical economist, and very academic, very ivory tower. And it was a fork in the road for me about whether to be a pundit, a public intellectual, a guy that you see on TV and writing in magazines and whatnot, or whether to be a scientist. And I didn't know if I was good enough to really break through to the first rank of the scientists. I was in that pack, but I didn't know if I was at the top of the heap in that pack, because those guys are pretty good.
Yeah.
I had my doubts, and I got brought into Harvard so early in my career, and I had this portfolio of responsibilities where I was going to be the Black guy, I was going to be the Black economist, I was going to do the Afro thing, as well as doing the scientific thing on the economics, and I was overwhelmed by it, and the doubt of whether I was good enough, which especially rankled me because I didn't want anybody to think that I was. And also ran that I was being patronized. I didn't want to be that guy, that Black guy that, we know he's not really, but, we got other women. I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
And I say in the book, I choked. I thought about that game of pool I lost to my mother's lover in that pool hall way back when I was a kid.
Dude, I read that. Andrew's a big pool guy. He can play really well, but I read that pool. I had
a clean shot on the 8-ball in the side pocket, and I would have run the table on this dude, and he's got his hand on my mom's butt.
Yeah, oh, bro.
And I don't know who he is. And, man, and I missed that shot.
Oh.
I choked, man.
Yeah.
And I felt a little bit like that some days when I was sitting in my office at Harvard, and I was trying to find an idea that I thought was going to be a good enough idea, and I'm looking over my shoulder, and everybody's looking, and is he going to be good enough and whatnot? And I had an out.
Yeah.
And the out was going over to the Kennedy School, taking up the job of a public intellectual, and start writing op-ed pieces and, book reviews and magazines and commentary, because I was a unusual Black guy. I was conservative in some of my orientations. I had a lot of respect for what the Reagan Revolution was about as far as an economist is concerned. Forgive me. It was a long time ago. I was young and foolish, but there was a road for me to be a pundit and a commentator, a Cornel West, kind of type.
Yeah.
He's respect. I respect Cornel.
He's fantastic.
I respect Cornel.
So,
but the scientific with the green eye shade and just doing the the epsilons and all that, and I made the choice to go the way that I ended up going.
I'm curious though, because I obviously had only seen your show before that, so I didn't know. I knew you were economist and all that stuff. I don't know anything. I'm terrible at math, so I was just like whatever, like supply and demand, and I didn't know it was such a technical science. But do you have regrets about, because you seem, my point is, you seem so well suited for like commentate, like you're so good at like just talking in general that like the fact that you were like, I don't know if I want to do this, do you feel like that was like almost a well-placed nudge by the universe at the time? Or do you feel kind of like, damn, I wish I stuck? Which is just imagining you sitting in a building doing math is just like, my God. It's kind of nuts.
I think all things considered, it was, like you say, a nudge of the universe, well-placed in the right direction. Although I have regrets. I mean, I would have been a much less interesting dude if I had done the scientific thing.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
Maybe you could have been like Breaking Bad. You might have been like making math shit.
There would have been this character inside of the guy trying to get out.
That's what I'm saying. It would have been crazy to keep all of that in, just the hours of talking and all of the stuff you've done, and to like keep that in and just sit behind a desk and just doing.
So there's a character I carried through the book. Jonathan Hughes is his name. He was one of my teachers when I was an undergraduate at Northwestern University. He's a historian, economic historian, economist, but a historian, played the saxophone, and always said, don't eat lunch at the economist table and the faculty club. Go to the big table where the historians and the literature people and the scientists and the whatnot. because it's too narrow. It's too narrow. Read widely. Read, outside of your field. And I think that not getting too down in the weeds spirit stuck with me. I mean, so I might have been unhappy.
Yeah.
As a guy trying to, every year the Nobel list comes out, you're looking to see if your name is on it kind of guy.
Yeah.
I might have been, unhappy. I know I would have gotten a lot less pussy.
I feel you. Yeah, I mean, well, and it's funny too, because I think obviously it worked out. You got your recognition, and it's like, I do see the pressure that is kind of like, because for me, it's like, maybe this is like, I'm trying to think how to formulate this, but I especially with like, the black conservative thing, I feel like there's just like undue pressure where it's like, you're doing conservative values, but then you have, in the back of your head, it's like you have, family, all these other people, where it's like could almost excommunicate you, being like, dude, you're playing for the wrong side, blah, blah, blah. Did you feel the pressure of like, almost like conservatives wanting to be like, say those things? Cause like, how did you, cause it's a shame. Cause it's like, if that's your real orientation, then you're like, how do you balance that? Or do you care?
That's a good question, Matt. No, I definitely care. I definitely felt it. And I think you put it very well. Yeah, on the conservative side, there's people saying, yeah, get on out there, darky. I could say it, but they bite my head off. You go ahead. On the one hand. And then on the other hand, there's like my homeboys and my uncles and whatnot sitting back saying, man, what kind of Uncle Tom thing are you doing? What, tap dancing for the white man? You Reagan? Come on, you got to be kidding me. Reagan?
Yeah,
like that. And where do I stand? I don't want to be anybody's dancing bear. I'm there to say that even black people agree with us about affirmative action. I don't want to be that, guy. On the other hand, I had my doubts about affirmative action. I actually agreed with Reagan about a lot of the economic policy stuff. So I had to be true to myself. I mean, I can't live my uncle's life. I mean, but I had doubts. So that's definitely the case. So I bounced back and forth, I broke with the Reagan people. I tried to come home again and realized then you can't ever really go home again.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like, you gotta switch the thing. All right. So I'll take a little break. All right. Sorry about that. We had to change the battery in the camera.
Okay.
So not to lose our place. The thing I was at was the just kind of the black conservative question, and it always has struck me that it's like there's this weird like double pressure on black people in terms of like politics and stuff, because it does get like, just the phrase black conservative is like you have to almost qualify it, where it's like you're kind of under it's like pressure to be like, are you performing for white people or whatever, and then like who do you be true? Are you true to yourself? Are you being and it's like seems like a lot of kind of pressure to kind of.
It is a lot.
Deal with.
I try to point at that in dealing this in the book. I mean, authenticity, loyalty, and I resent other people thinking that they look at the color of my skin and they think I know what I'm supposed to say or what I'm supposed to do. I deeply resent that.
Yeah.
On the other hand, when I pick up the newspaper and I read about some of the shenanigans that are going on, I mean, I'm talking about in Baltimore, St. Louis, and Philadelphia, and Chicago, New Orleans, and I feel ashamed. Now, why should I feel ashamed about some knucklehead in some ghetto project somewhere that's ripping somebody off in a carjacking and shoot some other train? Why should I feel anything about that just because that person is black and I'm black?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it's my people. And I feel like I'd be damned if I apologize for that. On the other hand, how can I expect somebody to see that and not want to move their family away from it?
Yeah.
And is it enough to just call them a racist? And I feel like the people who represent my group, my racial group, who go on TV, and I could name names, but
sure,
I don't need to, are it's a song and dance. I mean, they're not dealing with the real thing, and they're not being honest with it. And yet, if I were to say what I really think, then I'd be a traitor. So it's like a maze. It's like wandering in a maze. I mean, I don't know what to do, and I don't want to feel trapped. I want to be true to myself. So I'm dealing with it the best I can.
Yeah. Well, that was like, so I went to school like kind of later, like only a couple of years ago, I think in 2000, I went to school for social work, or no, 2020, excuse me, for social work. And that was like, I mean, it was crazy just being like, there was no, like even suggesting that somebody have something, you could even be like, obviously there was historical traumas endured and like there's a real thing with that. Then be like, but despite, you still have to have some sort of like, like responsibility. Like you are at some point still responsible for your life. Just saying like that, they'd be like, no, you can't. How dare you? And it's just kind of like, well, dude, it's not going to help anybody. Like take like a 40-year-old person and be like, yeah, look, none of this is your fault. So I feel like I feel like everything gets simplified where it's like you have, one group of people being like, it's their fault. They need to fucking get their act together. Talking about like black people from the inner city. And then you have people being like, look, it's not their fault at all. And it's like, there has to be it seems pretty easy to like stitch those two things together. Be like, yeah, obviously there's been some terrible stuff that's happened that's had an effect, but there's also needs to be some self-accountability. Like, where do you kind of stand on that question? Or do you just like?
I agree with that. I mean, there are a lot of unfairnesses in the world, and there are a lot of people who are in desperate straits and it could do with some help. And I would not want to be a 22-year-old mother with 3 children and making $20,000 a year trying to get by on earned income tax credit and stuff, and food stamps. I mean, I wouldn't want to be that woman, or I wouldn't want to be one of her children.
Yeah.
That's inequality in spades. But that's a separate point from the point that each and every one of us is responsible for how we live our lives and what we do with our time and the extent to which we are responsible to those who are dependent upon us. And you can't let the one cancel out the other. I mean, so, I mean, let me be concrete. Homicide, violence, assault, rape. You just look at the numbers and look at the racial disparity in the numbers. I don't want to hear from a social worker about how it wasn't his fault. Mm-hmm. He had a choice to make. I mean, who are we if we as a society take such despicable behavior? And of course, I get emotional. Now I'm getting emotional about criminal behavior where they're victimizing people. Well, we should get emotional about it because it's despicable.
Yeah.
Little baby sitting on his grandmother's knee on the front porch and some THUG riding by shooting a pistol at his rival out the window and he kills him. That's despicable. Mm. Black Lives Matter? Exactly. That's despicable.
Yeah.
Like that. I think you should be able to do both things. We should have a decent society without apologizing for criminals.
Yeah.
And when they're black criminals, without apologizing for black criminals.
Yeah. And that was the thing. And then on your show I was watching, you said something to the effect, and I thought it was like also true and good to be like, and people forget too that like people in the inner city, they're Americans. Like they're your fellow country people. Like we should be also helping where we can help and not like using the crime to just be like, that's a totally lost cause and then blah, blah, blah. Because there is like when I was doing the social work, I worked with high schoolers and I would hear their stories and it's just like if you, like I grew up in the suburbs and it's like from a suburban perspective to be like, yeah, they just got to figure it out, man. They got to go to school. And it's like, I would hear the firsthand accounts of like what a 14-year-old girl was dealing with. And it's just like, Jesus Christ, man. It would just be like frying my computer where I'm like, this is, I wish people would take a more kind of nuanced approach and just kind of like you're saying, be able to be like, yeah, you can call out bad behavior and also not try to like use bad behavior to, if you want to take like not to like single out Fox News, but like growing up in the 90s, I'm sure you remember the news was just like on Fox News, it'd just be like, black guys are terrible. And like it almost like when I remember being a little kid watching TV, just like seeing the news and like, Jesus Christ, that's all it was. Then it flipped to like terrorists. Then it was like, white people are the devil. So yeah, I wish people would take more of like a nuanced approach. And it really makes me think, like, have you ever thought about, just for the sake of the money, just cashing in and going like full Daily Wire?
And going where?
Full Daily Wire, and just being like, yeah, dude, you motherfuckers better knock it off right now. Here's my $2 million, please. Because that's crazy. You watch those right-wing commentators, and it's like, it's the same one that's like the super liberal. You know exactly how they're going to fall on the issue every time. And it's like, do you ever think about taking that money and just going totally unilateral one issue and be like, yeah, guys, just let me know? Because those guys,
you're giving me
lots of money.
You're giving me ideas, man.
Just a couple of years, just cash in for a couple of years, and just like, you know what, guys, I take it back. Because isn't that crazy though that you have the internet? That's like,
well,
nobody's.
I'll tell you what. So,
because you could do it. You could do it very well if you wanted to.
I have the podcast, The Glenn Show, and people watch it, and it's got a Substack thing, and it had a Patreon thing, and they're paying subscribers, and there's advertisers, and there's a little bit of money on the table. There could be a lot more money.
You know what I'm talking about, exactly. That you kind of, my whole point is you kind of pay the price for being honest.
Oh, wait a minute. Because I got most of these guys beat because I'm a Ivy League tenured professor with an MIT PhD. Wait a minute. You're not going to be able to write that brother off, okay?
No.
And he's out there talking about what the immigrant thugs are doing.
Cats. Have you talked about eating cats yet?
They will pay. They will pay to hear that.
Bro, they would pay you a couple $1 million a year. You can sign up tomorrow.
Yeah, the thought has crossed my mind, but
Yeah. That's my whole point. That's what I admire about you. Again, it's like you could easily fall in at your own, gain throughout years and decades. You could have just fallen in and being like, all right, I kind of see what's going on here. Let me kind of grease my palms and kind of go with the flow. But your whole life seems to be you getting into situations and being like, this is fucking bullshit. And it's a shame because it's like, the markets obviously rewards currently just like demagogic kind of like unilateral thinking of like good guys, bad guys, we're the good guys, they're the bad guys, and that's all we're doing. Like with the debates, it's like we got to pick a non-biased thing where it's like now it's like I won't do a debate on that one and I won't do a debate on this one. I think it's like embarrassing.
Well, the shame of it is I still get accused of being a grifter just for speaking my mind, as I did just a minute ago. They say that I'm doing it for the money when if I really wanted the money, they haven't got any idea.
Oh, my God. You can make so much more, bro. You can make so much more. And hopefully you don't read. What do you make of the whole internet comment phenomenon? Do you read them or do you kind of like...
Yeah, I read them. I'm not going to say I read every single one of them in every one of the platforms.
Never piss you off?
But... Yeah, they piss me off. I mean...
Don't read them.
I have an editor and a producer at the podcast who helped me put the thing out, and we meet and talk about all this stuff and the feedback and whatnot. Audience capture, you don't want to get an audience capture and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I try not to take it personally.
Yeah, you can't. You just can't. I always tell people podcasting, the comments are like coal dust for coal miners, dude. It's just an unfortunate reality. You got to breathe some in, but don't whiff it in unnecessarily. Because it'll spin you out. You get one that's like, great. Another one like, this sucks. This guy's the worst guy ever. And then you're stuck between those two things. You're like, I don't know which one's true.
Yeah.
But that is something I do admire. The fact that like your shows, you guys really do like, and there's not a lot of it. You don't see a lot of like high level commentary and thought on issues other than just kind of like, here's a CNN panel with like 4 people blinking in a camera and, they're cutting mics and doing stuff. Same on Fox where it's like, you can say stuff and they kind of like really try to like almost force a point on people rather than letting the point kind of like the cream rise to the top in terms of people talking. And it's like, I think you and John McWhorter do a good job of that. And you guys at least you kind of offset each other. I know you guys don't agree on everything. Have you guys ever gotten in like kind of like a real fight on the show where you had to like,
what's the question again?
You and John McWhorter. Have you guys ever like really butted heads hard or like
fighting over something?
Yeah.
I mean, not really. I mean, we have a thing going, this kind of shtick.
Yeah.
Like Lewis and Martin or something like that, playing off of each other and, my personality, his and whatnot. I go on these rants. He's so kind of snooty. And, John, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
He's great.
But he would say it himself. He would acknowledge it,
that
he's kind of weird in that way. But he's smart and he's interesting and we have a conversation going. And Trump, You know, so I'm a Trump apologist, and he's got Trump derangement syndrome.
Yeah,
That's kind of like the type. Okay. And I'm like, you know, how can you sit there in New York City and sneer down your noses at 75 million people? And, you know, have you ever thought about why he's actually as successful as he is? And, you know, your coastal elite people do not have a natural entitlement to run the world. You know?
Yeah. Oh, so what do you make of that then? The whole Trump versus Kamala Harris situation, and just specifically Kamala Harris's rise from literally like the ashes. It was like a senile guy, visibly a guy with, you know, cognitive issues.
It's one of the most interesting things I've ever seen in my lifetime. I mean, what I think about it is there are events which expose the real structures of power for what they are. So I watched Nancy Pelosi on Bill Maher, and she's out with a book called The Art of Power.
Really?
Yeah, Nancy Pelosi has a book. It's called The Art of Power. And Bill Maher had her on his intro segment when he does the interview one-on-one. And I thought, yeah, this is real power. You asked me about Kamala Harris and, you know.
Well, sorry to cut you off. What is the nature of her book, though, The Art of Power?
I haven't read the book.
How is it?
She's, I guess, giving an account of her rise as Speaker of the House and leader of the Democratic Party, and you know, the inside game of, you know, how we decide things like who's going to be president of the United States.
What? Why did she do that? Seems
I added that last book.
I was like,
because I haven't read the book.
I was like, I'm
saying
so
it's
gullible,
The Art
dude.
of Power.
Like,
but you know, Trump's signature book is The Art of the Deal, and Nancy Pelosi is The Art of Power. And the image when I watched her being interviewed by Bill Maher was her tearing up that copy of the State of the Union address that Trump gave that time.
Yes, I remember
complete contempt.
Yeah.
For this guy that got more votes than anybody else except Joe Biden, et cetera.
Yeah. But she does have a book named The Art of Power. That's true.
She doesn't what about?
She does have a book named The Art of Power.
That's true. That's true.
You were just pulling my leg on the. I thought she really did a tell all about like pulling candidates and all this stuff.
What I was trying to say in response to your question about Kamala Harris was she was a failed vice president until yesterday, and now she's become the hope for the future. I resent having that foisted on me.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I'm not a fool. I'm not asleep out here. I see you people making your moves. I see you billionaire hedge fund people making your moves. Mm-hmm. I see you Democratic Party leadership making your moves on me and trying to tell me a story about what's going on. And first Black woman, first Asian woman.
Yeah.
Please give me a break.
My sense, it is kind of grotesque to even, especially to use like, you know, legacy of racial struggles and all that stuff, and like have that as like almost a hologram hovering over a giant bureaucratic machine trying to launch like multiple.
I like
wars.
that image.
You know what I mean? Doesn't that feel kind of like, I don't know, it gives me the creeps where I'm kind of like, don't, you know, of all things, like, Jesus, man. You're supposed to like,
the hologram image, I love this. This is what is put out by the real structures of power to mollify and put you people to sleep, to lull you into a complacency and an acceptance, to give a phony legitimacy. I mean, the future.
Yeah.
Hope.
Oh, yeah. More wars.
Joy.
Yeah. The joy made me laugh, dude. That was when you did the rendition of Oprah's performance of Joy. Was that actually made me chuckle?
Do they think we are idiots? What do they think? They lead us with a ring through our nose. They say bark and we bark. How does
it work? I mean, that's a question too. Is it even working? Is it all just a media fabrication, or like, because I live in a pretty liberal area in Austin, Texas, and I don't see a ton of the Harris signs. I see them. They're like starting to pop out a little more and more, but it's not like, you know, usually you would think they'd be everywhere. Like Obama, I remember when Obama was running, those signs were everywhere. The Harris, forgive me, I forget the Mr. Vice President's name, but that Waltz, I believe. I don't see those as much. And I'm in like the thick of like, kind of like a liberal area, and I'm kind of.
They're starting to spring up on the east side of Providence in the Tony neighborhood that I live in, but not nearly as thick as the Obama.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, you know, she's supposed to be at the Great Hope, and I'm kind of seeing that being like, wow, I don't know if they even believe it. Like,
it's a short campaign.
Yeah, true. It was kind of. It's over, and the next month it's going to be over. Yeah, that is true. It's like, here's the thing too. Is it's easy to like point the finger, but I do think they are kind of like almost a manifestation of just like collective apathy. Like people are like Trump and Kamala. It's like, well, nobody else seems to really care, or like they're just trying to go and press a button. Like, yeah, these people will take care of it. Now we've had just like these weird kind of figures emerge. And it's like, how do we not have anybody better in this whole country to do the
That's
most
what my wife keeps asking me.
important job?
You know, this is what we're left to choose among.
It almost proves it's like somehow being curated in like a very weird way where it's like, you know, like if you're just someone with like good intentions and a lot of good ideas, like clearly can't make it to the national spotlight, you know, maybe now with the internet, I don't know.
No, it is what it is.
True. That's true. That's true. I guess I'm naive to think that, you know, we'd just be like, get up there, man. You can do it. But either way, you have, so again, Glenn show. I think people should all watch that. Is there anything else you have burning on your mind you'd like to talk about?
Comedy. So I did this event at the Comedy Cellar in Nome Dorman, and Shane was one of the people who came up there.
Spoke highly of you too, by the way. He's like, I met Glenn Lowry. I was like, what?
So my thesis was, I said to Nome, I think there are things, I'm a political commentator, but I think there are things that really only comedians can say. You know, like Dave Chappelle talking about the trans stuff or whatever.
Sure,
I mean, he almost got cashiered for that, but, you know.
Kind of. Then you just end up making more and more money because it just kind of drives more attention.
Do you agree? Do you agree that there are things that only a comedian can say? And do you feel, as a comedian, any responsibility to say them?
I think they're, unfortunately, for some, like if you're in an office, I can't, like I actually was in an office when I was doing social work. I had been a comedian before. I kind of started having doubts, like I had this job. I just want to like do something and actually work with people. Then I did land me in an office and people would be like, yo man, like you can't talk like that. So there is definitely like, yeah, obviously I think, you know, or construction workers also can say whatever they want, but there's not a big difference. But I don't know. When I get like, I think that yes, comedians, not to get too highfalutin about, you know, what I've been up to, but it's like a lot of comedians kind of cash in and just kind of put the blinders on. They're like, look, I don't want to get controversial. I want to kind of sell my tickets. But I think they have a function where they should be kind of like, you know, ridiculing. Because I was reading something recently and they're saying, you know, ridicule's usually the tool of the masses. And when people in power try to employ ridicule, it never has the same effect because it kind of comes off as like, you know, kind of contrived and phony. So I think as a comedian, you should be like, kind of lampooning anything you see as just kind of like disingenuous or just kind of like fake. Like you were saying, you can watch the Kamala thing and, you know, I'm sure people can make fun of Trump too if they want. And it's like, whatever they have, you know, ad nauseum, but it's like, you see something about it and you're like, this is kind of weird. But if you're in an office environment and you're like, I don't know about this. Now it's like, you could upset your boss, you know, it's just, you can't, I do think working in an office for too long gives you like low grade brain damage, which is not a popular opinion, but I think it does. Just from having to kind of like, just like you were saying, behind a science desk, just keep so much of you inside of yourself. I think it does something. I think you have like these mini hemorrhages in your brain. So, sorry. To answer your question, yeah, I think they do. I think you should try to be funny because there's people out there, you know, they're working, they're at a job they hate all the time. So like, you know, it's like you got to strike a balance between being like, I'm burning with a message for the world, because then people can be like, bro, come on, man. I'm trying to just laugh. I just want to laugh and have fun and drink a couple beers. Right. But I think there is, you know, you should try to have some sort of substance to it, you know, if they are kind of inclined. But you can also go out there and just do dick jokes. And if people laugh the whole time, it's like, I would never like sneer and be like, it's just like perfect. Mission accomplished. Make people laugh, spread joy, you know.
Okay, so I have another question. You're a performer. I'm a performer. Mm-hmm. When I go and give a lecture in class, I'm a performer.
Yeah.
And I've been doing it for a long time. My first college teaching experience was in 1975. So when I retire next year, it'll be 50 years.
Damn.
College teaching. I am always nervous before I step in front of a class. Always, even to this very day. I have notes, but I'm not sure I'm going to have enough to say or that I'm going to, you know, be interesting and good and whatnot. I feel that to this day. I don't know how a stand-up person does that thing.
Yeah.
There are no notes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's rehearsal. I'm sure there's drafting and sketching and there's thought that goes into it. But it's in the moment. It's the performance. There's the audience. And there's no net. There's no safety net. There's no fallback. I mean, you know, if you go flat, if you, as it were, lose your place, you're fucking done.
Yeah, they call it losing your spine. If you lose your spine on stage, you're done. Well, I will say, and this is what I tell people, it's like, yes, it's the same thing. I'm always kind of nervous. Even the first 5 minutes takes me, I'm like a little squirrely. I don't know if people can even notice, but I'm like kind of like, because I'm like, I'm going to forget. I start like kind of have a thing where I'm like, what am I doing? But the thing that comedians get is when a whole room laughs, it puts you in like the deepest sense of like, it's like it's a hard feeling to describe, but it's a very nice feeling, and you're just kind of like little Pac-Man pellets. You're like trying to get the next laugh, and once you've gotten so many, you just kind of relax. And like when I talk without laughter, I tried to give a reading at my brother's wedding a couple years ago, and I was like, my mom was like, "You do it?" I'm like, "I'm a pro, man. I'm a professional speaker." I was gonna pass out. I was at the podium, like there's 40 people, and I was like, "I'm gonna free." I thought I was gonna faint. So I'm not a public speaker by nature, but comedy, when I get laughed, it puts me at ease, and I'm like, all right, I can do that, but I can't do any other form of public speaking.
That's so interesting.
Like teaching a class, because you're not getting that. It's like a visceral feedback. So you're like, yes, I got them. When you're just like spreading an idea, I would go nuts being like, does this make any sense? You know, and then you have all these, you know, just people, and the people are bored in class too. That would just kill me to see someone like kind of like, so.
Yeah, I got it. I hadn't thought about that laughter thing. That's a unique thing to the comedic experience.
Did you ever make your class laugh? I'm sure you made your class laugh.
Yeah, but I'm not there to make them laugh. I mean, I'll tell a joke along the way. It'll come to me, or it'll be an old one that I've used before. And
you got canned crowd work, yeah.
And then they're also, you know, they can raise their hands and ask questions and make comments, and I can play off of that. And there is feedback. I don't think anything like what you get when you're in that comedy routine thing.
Yeah, it's kind of visceral. There's like a visceral element that kind of like, it's kind of nice.
So I'm good.
Okay, dude, I think you did a great job. Watch a Glenn show. I would tell everyone, again, I don't have any, you know, I don't have the power of Oprah, but people do listen to me about books. I have like a grain of sand of Oprah's book club power. So I give it total double thumbs up. And I think, you know, you'd be a fool not to read it.
Well, I hope the book does well. It's so far so good. I mean, I'm not breaking any records, but the reviews have been on the whole very, very
fantastic.
Positive, and it's been widely noticed, and I get a lot of positive feedback from people like you. So I'm hopeful.
Nice, man. Well, hopefully I can get it out to a couple more people, because it was really, I've read the other memoir you mentioned, the Born Again, of Chuck Colson. I read that whole book from there, and I'm on a memoir frenzy right now where I'm reading as many of them as I can to try to get, you know, the big answers, to see if I can maybe figure out this age-old question that I brought up before of like sensual pleasure over like some sort of higher order. And right now, you know.
Well, more power to you.
Thank you so much. Right now, it's just me masturbating at hotels. So that's all I got. I don't have the rock star lifestyle. Well, thank you so much, Glenn. We can edit the last part out. I'm sorry, I didn't want to ruin it. But thank you so much for doing this. Really, I think you are one of the best people. It's like you're one of my top people to go to and just kind of like catch information, because I know it's not like, doesn't have that ideological capture that I think 99% of other stuff on the internet has. So
I'll tell you this. So I trained with a guy. He's a good guy. He has a little gym. And another of his clients is Nick. So Nick's going to be at one of your shows either tonight or tomorrow night, because he follows you and Shane. And, you know, and he said, I heard you mentioned on Matt and Shane. And he was so excited about it. He said, they like you, man. And I know you. You know, he's happy to know the guy.
That's so funny.
So if he comes to the show that I come to, I'll introduce you to him.
Absolutely. That'd be awesome. I'm excited. Again, I can't wait.
He's a great guy. He loves his kids. And I love that about him, that, you know, he's a high school teacher, very modest guy. Just trying to keep his kids interested. And his big thing now is that they have to put their phones in the phone holder when they come into the classroom, and they get them back after the end of.
That's awesome.
You know, but Nick's a good guy.
Nice, man. Hopefully I get to meet him. So
yeah.
Thanks again.
Okay.
Appreciate you.